Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, adults and children of all ages. The 1216 Podcast is here to bring to you the greatest podcast in the world. With, of course, one of the greatest tag team champions to ever do it, the Hardy Boys, aka 1216, and their partners, the Suicide Blondes, Edge and Christian. We are joined today by one of the legendary duos inside the podcasting game, Life with Anime Podcast.
Legendary is crazy, bro.
Legendary is it. You can't get better than that, man. Come on now. It's like the legendary Super Saiyans right now.
Appreciate it, man. It means a lot.
Christian though.
Oh yeah, come on now.
Come on now.
They did their thing. I will say the Dudley Boys, but anybody,
I'm a fan of the Dudley.
he said.
One of those. Yeah, one of those. But hold on. I didn't miss. Oh, there it is. All right, cool. I thought I lost all my questions. So starting off, here we go. Please, can you guys introduce yourselves, shout out yourselves as much as you guys want. This is the start of the show. Welcome to the 1216 Podcast. Grand Fleet is in the building. We're joined today again by Life Anime Podcast, fellas.
Go ahead, P.
Joe, really? You really want to switch up now?
Yeah, come on, brother.
No, sir, Joe, go ahead.
Man, all right. Appreciate y'all boys having us. Life with Anime Podcast. Family Man _ Joe 43 is my personal. And obviously got my homie, Mr. Music Major, which we need more music from Mr. Music Major. So if y'all ever run across his page, please, hey, where's the piano? Hey, where's the music videos? You know what I'm saying? Give him a hard time about that. We need more music videos. But man, no, you can find us, Life with Anime Podcast, everywhere, man. YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen or watch podcasts, man, we there. Instagram, TikTok. We got a Twitter, but don't ever post on it. We got Threads, don't ever post on it. Yes. But we there. You know what I'm saying? We there. So eventually we'll figure it out. So we need a Discord like y'all boys. You know what I'm saying? We need to get that. We need to get it set up. But yeah, man. That's about it.
Love it. P.
Say something.
I mean, just
talk to the people.
Listen. Joe has a degree in communication, so I am not that guy.
Don't mean a thing. Don't mean a thing.
Listen, whatever. No, it's a pleasure being here. That's my boy Joe. Again, like he said, you can find us everywhere. If I have to post piano playing content, then I need for Joe to also post content. So Joe, let's go ahead and make that a mutual thing.
Yeah, I post content.
Not often. So let's go ahead and make that a mutual thing.
Podcast content.
And that count.
That count. Joe, don't do that.
It's like us.
I'm just saying.
It's like us.
Joe is an NFL player. Joe is a verified tech NFL player. Joe has close to 60,000 followers. I need for Joe to post more Family Man content.
I mean, I do every now and then when it comes naturally.
I mean, every now and again, it's like every 2 months.
I can't force content from my family. You can pick up hop on the keys whenever you need to.
I can't force that. Let me tell you something. A lot of these openings have been trash nowadays.
Hey, Don. Go ahead.
We gonna get on Don.
Dun. Bro, that ain't hard, bro.
It's like that.
It's like that.
That's
man. Appreciate you guys having us. Like this is great. I got to meet these guys at MomoCon.
DreamCon.
Chopped up after
DreamCon.
No, we going MomoCon this year. How you know about that? How you know we going MomoCon this year?
There we go.
Now we can meet. Facts.
Got you.
It's up.
But yeah, man, it was a good time. We got to eat some barbecue, and then after we ate barbecue, we talked a lot of anime. Nobody agreed with me, as always, but it's all good.
Sounds all right.
I'm not gonna sit up and agree with you. It was just hard disagreements. Like it was just. The facts you were spinning wasn't factual.
He kept saying Hunter was mid.
No, it was.
We didn't even talk about Hunter.
There's no agreement there. There's zero agreement there.
Hunter is mid.
Y'all boys have a great night. I will see y'all later.
Yes, sir.
Dang,
Now look, hold on, because I love Hunter x Hunter. The arcs are decently written out. Killer was the best character with it, but it's a lot missing. The ending was could have been a lot better. It ended and now it's coming back. It ended and now they're coming back.
Hiatus, but go ahead.
Okay, bro. The man is sick, bro. Dang, that's what you own.
He was sick back then.
Joe, don't throw that in. If that's the case, then just end it.
Healthy, that's crazy, bro.
Then Joe, just end it then.
Nah, bro.
He said, "Nah, he can't hit it. It's too hard."
Let me say something about the Hunter x Hunter fan. Joe, you.
Whole new volume dropped in Japan already. You know what I'm saying? My man picked the pen back up, bro.
You want to talk about somebody who's selfish? Y'all won't let that man get a rest. Y'all want to constantly give that man a pen when y'all know he got back problems. Y'all know this man struggles. I don't care.
No,
right.
You're not listening.
Right.
I didn't tell him. I did not push him. I said, take your time. Come back when you're ready. Sorry,
don't. No. Hey, trust me. Y'all get into it. You get into it, man. Trust me.
Ain't go nowhere, man.
We know how it goes. You say can't take these kids nowhere, huh? This is Life with Anime Podcast, 1216Podcast crossover episode for the first time. We're finally getting into it. It's been amazing to see, of course, the growth and just how much they have cultivated and captured the hearts of their I'm not gonna say fan base, but their community. We strive to do the same exact thing that they're doing out here in South Life. They cracked the code, which is perfect with it. Keep cracking them codes, and all we're doing is growing. So. Man, I for sure have a few questions with you guys. Me and 16, crazy thing is we never talk before a pod ever. The entire week we don't speak. It's like Mike and pimping. Like we speak at 0, but we come on here. We know what we got to do. We drop it off and go from there. We don't talk about anime like that. We talk about personal shit, but not anime in general, anything like that. Okay. That's my boy. That's my brother right there. That's all love, man.
Okay, see, hey, man, yeah. See, you know what I'm saying? That's the goal right there. That is the goal. Low-key hockey. Hey, listen, for real.
Hey, and look, shit. Hey, if we got any questions that overlap, trust me, we for sure, we have no clue how the fuck it happened. And there's the first F-bomb dropped up on here, fellas.
There you go.
We will get Joe to say the F-bomb before he's off tonight. Trust me.
You gotta get me started. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the social will kick in. We'll see.
Hunter Metal Alchemist brother.
Whoa, no. Whoa. Wait, hold on. See, I was gonna get him started, but
trying to get Joe started. I don't believe that.
You could have said Hunter x Hunter was trash.
Okay. I'm saying got the boy right here with me.
Trust me. Hey,
we might be better though.
Stop it. Hey, listen. I want to get to your question. No, I can't do that. I'm not gonna do it.
Go ahead. I love Freewind.
Listen, I'm gonna actually get P on my side. Freewind is great, by the way. Freewind is great.
Joe, you know I don't believe that, Joe.
He brought up Freewind, right? Because obviously Freewind is on top of Full Malcolm's Brotherhood on my anime list, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately,
there was now unfortunately and ridiculously another show that just popped above FMAB on my anime list today.
Ooh. What?
It dropped its first episode of another season today.
Not reason. Oh my god,
bro, blows my mind.
That
absolutely blows my mind, bro. I literally saw that about 15-20 minutes before we got on here, bro. I was like,
a good episode, a good first episode.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was not a good first episode. It was just an introduction episode.
That's the mid tier of the big three. Like it ain't that.
Bro, people got them Demon Slayer glasses on with that animation. That's what's going on.
Chill out.
That's what's going on.
I mean,
chill out. Thank you.
Chill.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
Chill. Y'all got finished this. I get y'all.
My bad.
You know what, Joe? Honestly, Joe, I put a draw 2 and you put a draw 2, and then you skipped and reversed it, so you put it back on me. I really tried to get you heated, and you got me heated. But we not gonna sit here and take a dump on Demon Slayer. I'm trying to use great words so I don't cuss. We not.
By all means, there we go. Now look, Demon Slayer is good. Animation wise,
solid.
the story behind it though is very mid tier. It's very mid tier.
So let me ask you a question. What is wrong with the story? What's wrong with the story?
There's nothing wrong with it.
Joe, no, not you.
It's an extremely basic story, bro. You can follow along with ease.
Wait, I love to hear it. I love to hear it. How many anime that we watch now are a very basic story?
It's the gateway, like
it is though. It is a gateway. It's a gateway for new fans for sure that want to come on, see good animation, get them.
Naruto not a basic story.
It is, but
enjoy that. Is Bleach not a basic story? Is Jake like all of these are very basic stories? You gotta give me something more.
You know it's not basic? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
That's true.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is also a very basic story.
From start to finish,
it's a very basic storyline.
He tried to get me to cuss. That's what that was. That's all that was.
What is not basic about
That's all that was.
What is the premise of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
Listen, bro. This is not LifeWithAnime podcast. We're not doing this. We came here to be respectful guests, cordial guests.
It's a family already. We already family shit.
They got questions that they want to ask us. They haven't even.
He baiting you.
I'm not. Don't bait me and expect me not to take the bait.
Joe, throw it out, Joe. Throw it out.
Good. I'm
done.
Man. I'm done. I'm silent.
It's not. But I still fuck with Hunter x Hunter. Illumi is my guy. Hunter x Hunter still that shit. I still fucks with it very much, but very much so one of those.
He was the closest one I could grab. He was the closest one.
Netero, that's who you grabbed.
That was the closest.
Hey, he hard. He hard.
Maryland right there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is up here. They all.
Bone is a very basic character.
There you go. They all up there.
That's why Killua was the actual main character for it.
I was gonna say Killua was my dog. I'm not really a.
I would love to see that spinoff of that Zodiac family. Come on now.
Absolutely. I need.
That'd be a hard. Yeah.
I need all of it.
So to get into it, let's cool it down a little bit with it.
It's all good.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
16. Do you want to start off?
Yeah, I'll go. I'll start. Okay. Let's see. How do I phrase it? If you were to, I'm not exactly sure how to phrase it. The 4 anime that will best describe who you are. So like your Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So do you want like my favorites and greatest, or do you want like what describes me? Like who is Joe?
The Mount Rushmore that makes up.
If you got different ones for both, you can do both.
I mean, my favorites of all time. Okay. My favorites of all time. So my top 4, and I'm even gonna throw an album in there.
No, I need you to solidify that 5.
I don't have a 5 yet. That's the crazy part. But
be cool with the 4.
Blue Lock is smashing right now.
Especially this first episode. This first episode
was very intro though. It was very intro.
It was
because episode 2 about to go off. But it was still good. Listen, it's my show. Anyway, number 1 is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's number 1.
Respectable.
Okay. Number 2.
Uh-oh.
Nah, Pete. Nah, we good. I ain't got to it yet. Number 2 is Yu Yu Hakusho.
Respectable. Love it.
What's number 3, P?
I don't want to talk about it, but go ahead. Number 3 is Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter. And number 4 is One Piece.
Don't give me that 5.
Honorable mentions for 5. There's a 3-way tie right now. I'm trying to figure it out. Attack on Titan, Blue Lock, and Bungo Stray Dogs.
Bungo. You got to put Bungo.
Okay. Yeah. Bungo Stray Dogs might have to be that 5. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. I think like what describes me though, Blue Lock is why like Blue Lock is up there, because Blue Lock for me, Asagi for me, and obviously a lot of the characters for me is just like it just hits. It hits home a lot. A lot.
Hey. You inside that shower just screaming, man. Yeah, I know.
Listen.
Like really?
Yeah. We gotta do our homework.
Hey, appreciate it. Nah, man, it's man. That man Asagi, bro, is just like I don't know, man. It's dog mentality, bro, and like that's just Yeah, I went on a rant already like 10,000 times now. I ain't gonna do it again, but that's what happened.
So this is what describes you. That's what describes you.
Yeah, no, that's me. Like that's if there's a character, especially more recently, and if I thought about it more, I could definitely pull some other ones. But if there's a character in the show that like described me and my life a lot in this situation, Asagi is that guy, hands down.
Nice. P, what about you, bro? What about the one that four that describe you?
So I'll give my top 5, and then I'll give like probably what describes me. So number 1 is Yu Yu Hakusho. Okay. Number 2 is One Piece. Yes. Number 3 is Parasite the Maximum. Okay. Number 4.
Yeah, hey, me at 12. Okay. Yeah.
Yo, Parasite is like that. Morality, like
I feel you. It's really just not inside my top 20.
Wow. Number 4 is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and number 5 is JoJo's. I love JoJo's. If I had to pick one to describe me in this very moment, it would probably be Your Lie in April.
Okay.
I get so there's 2 protagonists in this, the guy who plays the piano and the girl who plays the violin. And so I get the guy that plays the piano because he is like a very talented guy, but I don't think he knows how talented he is. He also at this point has no belief in himself and his accomplishments and what he can actually do on the piano. Mm-hmm. Very much like myself, I doubt myself very much so. I don't think I am as nice as I am on the piano. And so like I have the propensity to doubt myself. And on the other hand, the girl who plays the violin, who is pretty much very sure of herself, but has like a very limited time to life, is I equate that to my dad, who was very much sure of himself, knew what he liked, knew what he wanted, but his time was very finite. And so if I had to say an anime that I could relate to the most for right now in my life and where I'm at, it's definitely Your Lie in April.
Okay. That's man, damn, that hit home. You got me all sentimental inside here for real.
Yeah. I can't stay on that too long because
I feel you. Yeah, you keep going with it.
Yeah.
Jesus. 16.
No, you good. That was my question.
All right, well, fuck it then. You ain't gotta answer the damn question. You gotta answer your own question then. All right, it's cool. We'll move along then. No, fuck that. No, it's cool. No. You all good.
Yeah. If I was gonna say my top 4, yeah, of course my number 1 is One Piece, for sure.
Naruto's the number.
After that, I'd probably say 2 is My Hero.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, listen,
I know.
Don't listen.
Who's your favorite from MHA though? I'm curious.
Bakugo.
Okay.
So I'm not mad, and not only that, but like the couple of episodes that we just got from the anime. Oh, slap like that. Those might be the best anime episodes
of the entire. Yeah. Oh,
everything with Todoroki family and how that finally.
Man, I mean, he put a beautiful on that family.
Beautiful.
Yeah, bro.
If I would say number 3,
boy,
big Naruto. Okay. 4. Been a while since we done this. 4.
I know, right? We did this shit.
Black Clover, and then 5 is probably gonna be Attack on Titan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Black Clover, you say?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Hey, listen. Stop yeah, I'm a huge Black Clover fan as well, for sure. Asta, that's my dog. Ride or die. Yeah. So
P don't like Black Clover?
Who, P?
Yeah.
No, he don't. He be hating on Black Clover.
Man.
I don't hate on it. I just think it's a very mid-tier show.
Okay.
Oh, Slim's Demon Slayer.
Yeah, but Demon Slayer is way better than Black Clover.
Animation wise, animation wise for sure.
Facts. That's about it.
It's love.
Go ahead and give your.
It's all love.
Like, y'all gotta stop baiting me. I will take the bait.
Trust me, we know it was about 15 minutes we had out there.
For the last one, that would I think best describe me. Ooh, I wish I'd actually.
I'm about to say, this is your question. You supposed to be thinking
right. I just, ask the questions. I didn't think I'd be answering.
We never answer the questions. We just asked them.
Man,
well, then this is your fault.
me, right? You see,
I gotta.
But
this would be the only one. Oh, so do this because I actually want to hear this part right here. Which one you connect with the most is definitely what I want to hear.
I was gonna say I'm not even sure which one I really connect with the most. The one that I've been, I guess I'd say, hooked on the most that I keep rewatching is My Hero. Me and Granberry, one of our homies that Preston met while we were down there in at DreamCon. We're huge My Hero fans, and people when they kind of jump on the disparaging and all that kind of stuff about like character development and story progression and all that kind of stuff. You feel me? We get real furious about that kind of stuff because characters continuously progress based on the situations and all that kind of stuff that are put in their face and whatnot. So I guess I'd say My Hero because things that come up in life, I'm constantly finding different ways or different things that I need to do to get around, what's going on in life at that particular time. That's so good. I guess I'd say My Hero.
That's good.
Love it.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's a good one. All right, on to my question then.
Dang.
Wait.
I know better than let you try that. This ain't my shit.
Like you knew we weren't gonna let that slide, man.
If I would have asked a question fast enough, it would have. Hopefully.
Nah.
Well,
of course.
Number one should be very easy for me. It's literally everywhere in a giant figure right there.
Yeah.
Ace's fruit.
Double fruit.
Number one for sure is One Piece. That'll never change probably. Number two, it's Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Still. Number three, this is the one who has changed only because of how much I've rewatched it. Is Crocodile Basketball. I think I've actually cried watching that shit.
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
That's different.
Yeah, it's been hitting a lot more. And then number four is the Get Backers. That's my shit. That's my shit.
I don't know this one.
The Get Backers is like that. Get Yamano, Banmiru, they like that. Trust me.
Oh. All respects. Keep going.
Come on, Pete. We gonna talk with it. Trust me. We gonna put Joe on to this one right here because apparently he ain't see it yet.
I ain't even heard of it, so I just texted it to Pete, so I ain't forget it. So
the Get Backers is like that, bro. And then if I had to go at number 5, my number 5 spot will always and forever be Dragon Ball Z. I can't get rid of what put me on anime ever.
Respect, bro. Respect.
Yeah.
Respect.
But if I had to put myself inside the shoes of any character that probably best describes who 12 is, probably along the lines of Yusuke Urameshi, because growing up has always been like the outsider. Hey, you know how it is already. Come on now, Yusuke is him.
I think I got that same figure.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
I got the same one. I got the same one actually.
Hey yo, 12. Get your man ain't seen it.
He's a new gen anime watcher. I
kind of it's funny. Like I picked up on that, but I didn't want to say nothing.
So I started in around the time Toonami and all that kind of stuff came out. But then when I got to high school and college, I pretty much fell off of it.
Okay.
And then I picked back up after, so like around 2021 or something like that is when I got back on it.
You ain't want to revisit what got you into it?
Listen.
The animation. I know. It's the animation.
But it's just, because it was so long ago, you know what I mean? So I never really had the feel to, but I definitely feel like I gotta watch it now after both of y'all reaction to it.
I'm with you.
Hey, it's like that.
I both of our top.
Bro, I wish they would reanimate that, bro. Like they need to. Are they not?
That'd be good. Do the same thing they did with fucking what is it called? With Vash and P. What is that? Trigun. Yes. Do the same thing they did with that new animation style. Keep the story almost the same and go from there.
Bro, they ain't gotta change the story. Maybe the ending. I'd say if
That's it. That's it.
The ending, the last tournament. But like, bro, everything else, keep the story exactly how it went.
Well, honestly, if you can just do up to the dark tournament arc, like you can.
Oh yeah, you good with it. Yeah, you good with it.
Actually, nope. Take that back.
But you gotta have it. What comes afterwards?
The main villain for season 3, I won't spoil. Very complex.
No, he is. But I mean, honestly, I'm not mad.
We be waiting for that Toguro and Yusuke Urameshi.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Same with
question, real quick, and I'm sorry because I know you said that. Ace
you can ask questions all you want. Yeah,
okay, I know you said Ace is your.
Why you do this?
Yep, I am.
Well, Zoro is my favorite, but Ace is my boy.
Connected like that. So because Ace is your favorite, who is the better brother?
Zoro's my favorite, but Ace is my boy. And I did a video like this. The fucked up part, I really did a video with Itachi and Ace talking to each other, but I never uploaded it ever. And it talks about who the better brother is. Obviously, Itachi killed the whole family. Come on now.
But not the brother.
Not the brother. He let him live in order to get him back to life, get your Avenger, become an Avenger, grow stronger, all this good stuff. But we go on the other side with Ace. Ace just made a dumbass decision to say, I want to be a good son. Instead of going with my brother, I want to be a good son instead of being this right here and go from there. But I'm gonna still give it to my boy Ace. I got Ace here. Shit. Ace right fucking
Ace
here.
Being the better brother?
Ace is the better brother than Itachi.
Okay. Yeah, Joe, So, Joe, you also agree with that, right?
No, sorry. No, I don't agree. And I just realized what I was doing. And
Joe, Joe, clip that and send that to me.
I got you.
Don't do that. Don't do that, 12.
Look.
Hey,
Anybody
12, clip that and send that to me.
Anybody who actually kills the family.
Yay, Ace, send that to me.
Anybody who kills the whole family and leaves the brother in order to become the quote unquote Avenger.
And to deal with that pain,
the only person
he took it all on.
That man killed that cared about Sasuke was his mama.
Okay, so first of all, you don't know who Sasuke cared about.
Sasuke's auntie or uncle could have been there with him as well.
You don't even know who they were. Who cares?
Joe, it doesn't matter. Sasuke knew who they were.
So look, if you go back and think about it, Joe, if you go back and think about it, you look at this. You look at Sasuke as a child. What happened? Oh, hi, Sasuke. How was school? Oh, hi. Oh, I wish you could live up. How's Itachi doing? We watched him walk with the cats off of that cat mission as a kid. He went to the village. He talked to his Uchiha people.
Yeah.
They all went to how was Itachi doing? They made this be all about Itachi. Are you going to follow your brother's footsteps?
Ain't nobody care about him. They cared about Itachi. So wipe their mugs out.
So Joe, let's do this. Let's do this, Joe. Let's do this.
Come on, bro.
Let's do this.
No,
a litany.
I'm done.
Let's do this, Joe. Literacy test. Let's do this. Let's say you are Sasuke and you have a brother, and your brother,
slaughters
your dad,
the whole clan,
your mother, your father, your grandfather, your aunt, your auntie, your uncles, your cousin.
Why did I do that? Oh, okay, cool.
Joe, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Your brother, your big brother, you would be okay with that?
Reasoning not matter.
What away?
Okay, reasoning. All right, let's throw reasoning in. You would be okay with that. You yourself, your children, you would be okay with that.
I never said Sasuke wasn't okay with it. The man went crazy.
I am saying, why are you saying that Itachi is the better brother?
This man went from I hate Itachi to screw the village. I love my brother. Why? Because he figured out what the heck happened and what went going on.
But there's so much more nuance,
bro. Thank you.
But what did Itachi do?
Nuance in that. Like if
y'all say what y'all want to say,
Joe, if we want to get into it.
I said my point. I'm done.
Joe, if we want to get into it, Danzo was also an issue. The third Hokage was also an issue.
Yes.
So where we could have settled this, but they didn't want to talk about it. There's too much more nuance to that, Joe.
On top of that, look, Joe. Why do you not think Ace would be a better brother? If you take the death out of it, right? You take no. But I'm saying before, right? So before but before we take put everything that's up to before he died in Marineford, him going through raising Luffy, the 2 years he was there for him, looking out for him, the Alabasta arc, going from there. What makes Ace less of a big brother than Itachi?
What about everything Itachi did for Sasuke up until he wiped out the clan, and then past what he did after he wiped out the clan?
So he taught him.
You act like this man.
He taught him a little bit
and beat him up, and wasn't there for it, didn't care for him.
Joe, let's go with that. His dad was
dogging him, and Itachi's like, bro, don't worry. Come on,
I got you.
Dogging him like that. Go ahead and read more into that than just the anime. But anyway, let's just
anime. That's what I'm going to. That's why I know.
Let's go with your point. Let's go with your point.
P, you're not gonna
let's say that Itachi was such an amazing brother up until that still gives him the vitality to go ahead and wipe out the entire clan just because I was a good brother for the first 9 years of their life.
I'm gonna do this like I handle my wife. You know what, babe? You're right. You're right. Go ahead. You're right. You got a point. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Oh, you're right.
That's a great point. You're right. You're right. It's a great point. You're right.
Joe, no, good. Joe, you are dying.
Hold on.
You want to talk about you want to talk about the video that you are dying on a hill for no reason.
Even though Itachi wasn't 100% a heel, I'll put it like that. I love Itachi. Always will. That's my boy, my ride or die right there. He's actually up there somewhere with Sasuke as well. But it took him to get reanimated to do the right thing. If we look at Itachi's backstory for everything, it's Sasuke was pushed off to the side because you're not the golden child, just a little bit. Pushed off to the side, right? Itachi, you're my golden child. You're doing this, you're doing that. I love you to death. The clan is proud of you. For somebody to tell you to kill your entire clan because they're going to be seen as the threat to the village or whatnot, right? And we need their special powers, their Kekkei, the eyes for them. Fuck it, I'll do it. I kill all of them. I slaughter all of them for you. Oh shit!
But what is he? See,
he could have just he could have just told everybody in the clan what was going on for real, right? You don't think the Uchiha as the police force? He had a chance to. He walked up behind his mother and father and said, "You know what?
That's to do it. That's to do it."
Versus Ace, who sat there and went back as Blue Jim was beating the shit out of Luffy, and Luffy didn't say shit. Beating the shit out of him. As a child, went back inside there with a lead pipe, said, "You know what? I'm taking you and your whole crew on Sabo. Let's do this shit."
Joe, are you trying to say that because he started that whole war, he might have been bad? Like, he did start a whole war. I'm not going to lie to you.
You right.
No.
Give us your hot take about this in 30 seconds.
Bro, listen. Bro.
And after 30 seconds, we'll stop with the conversation with that part.
I'll mute up, Joe. You won't hear nothing from me.
To your point about we're talking about brother. I know obviously family matters. The rest of his family matters, but we're talking about how they interacted. We're talking about Itachi to Sasuke, not Itachi to great grandma and 55th time removed cousin. Now I don't even know who the hell their name is. We're talking about Itachi to Sasuke. That's my point with that. We also talking about how they coming for the Itachis because. So what happens if Itachi tells Ayo Pops this was going down? What happens in the village?
A war.
Okay, cool. What? So when a war goes down, people die. And what's the likelihood that this man, a Sasuke, will die in a war versus Ayo brother? Versus living. Like, come on, bro. I'm done though. I'm past my time.
So. Tripping, but I'm done.
We'll go from there. This is definitely something that we would definitely come back to because I want to dive deeper to this shit. It don't gotta be today, but it don't gotta be today. We will come back to this shit because
So you're good with the 1 versus the 1,000 or the 1,000 versus 1. You're good with that.
My man 12 said we're done.
He's done. We're done with that. Look, anybody who has Attack on Titan inside their top list for anything at that moment. I know we'll always side with Itachi because Aaron is just like Itachi. He's a villain. He's a villain for sure. Nigga, we gonna kill 80% of the population to save 20% just to make this cycle back happen again? Come on now.
Itachi, but that's cool. But we can move on though.
But cool, yeah, move on. It's different, but we can move on. We can move on. We moving on. B.
So
got it. I'm done with it.
So I broke these sections down for myself. These questions we have real life questions as well as anime questions, and I'm gonna start with my anime question for both of you for the most part. If you guys had to, this anime inspiration. Has either you ever been truly inspired by an anime character or a series that helped you go through either motivation, discipline, or creativity?
Go ahead, P.
Sure. So there is this anime. Shout out to V. Put me on this anime. It's called it's Piano in the Forest. It's a Netflix joint. To where all of these cats are very talented when it comes to playing piano, but there's this one cat who had to get it out the mud and who becomes like the most talented of them all. And so I remember like being in undergrad and also being trying to get my master's in, and I felt like that I was the underdog. Like there are cats that can play and can sing and can analyze music way above me. So I felt like I had to get it out the mud, but at the end of the day, like I came out to where like I can do this, I can do that. I might not be able to play a trombone, but I can teach you how to play one. I might not be able to like tell you how to like play a violin, but I can promise you I can teach you how to play one. So for me, Piano in the Forest, 100%. I felt like I had to get that out the mud. I was like against a lot of cats who had been playing piano since they were 4. I started taking piano seriously at 13. And so just now being able to like read music, being able to analyze music, I felt like I had to get that out of the mud when people started early. Again, there were a lot of things that weren't afforded to me, just simply because of like where I'm from. My background, love my mom like 100%, but like we don't know about those types of things until we know about those types of things. So once my mom figured it out, like she was like, once my mom figured it out, she was like, hey yo, let's get you like into some piano lessons. But by the time we figured that out, I was 7-8 years behind the curve.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to get that out the mud. And so like that is one of the ones to where like I relate to the most because I had to get out the mud and I came up on top with a degree and about to get a master's degree in the same thing.
Congrats, my brother. Congrats.
Force and piano, my thing.
That's what's up.
Or piano and force. Yep.
First of all, that's the first time I ever heard about this. We've been talking about Life with Anime. We got a whole podcast about Life with Anime for 2 seasons now. This is the first.
Let me tell you something.
Heard of this.
So two things that
never heard of this.
Two things that I'm okay with. That like when this is like what's exciting about being like a guest on a podcast, but it was also very like fearful of me is that like I have to come up with something like really quickly. And so that's where my mind went. I didn't have to think about it. And so like very fearful, but I was like, oh snap. Like I actually like that was one of my joints to where it got me through like a hard time. So yeah, Joe, we can talk about that later, but you are absolutely right.
It's interesting. Exclusives.
Trust me,
exclusives.
You heard it here first and only here first.
Hey,
don't do that, Joe. Joe, see now, because Joe know now I'm finna text Joe off the side.
Stop.
Like, oh man,
no, you fine.
Don't worry.
I'll give you a hard time, bro.
Joe finna hit you with an exclusive as well soon. Trust me, I got questions in here where you could be an exclusive.
Okay. Man, bro, it's I feel like a basic person because this is my answer like all the time. And like obviously I grew up watching anime, you know what I'm saying? I didn't quit like somebody over there who gave up and came back, Mr. New Gen, but no, I'm just messing. I've never, it's crazy because if I sat down and thought about sometimes I might be able to pull something from my past, but I haven't really thought about like the impact the anime has had on me, like life lessons that I've really learned from it or took from like identifying with characters. Honestly, until like a year or so before me and P started the podcast, I'm like, hey, yo, life with anime. Like anime really has done some stuff for us and gotten us through. Like a lot of it for me growing up was more just like, this is where I go. This is my safe space. This is where I feel comfortable. This is just what I enjoy. But I'm gonna go back to my dog Asagi, man. Like it just again, I've done this spiel so many times, bro. It's crazy.
Nah,
It's like I feel basic about it because it's like the same thing over and over. But bro, like I'm an undrafted free agent, bro. Like that life is hard, to say the least. Like there is no guarantee. You drop in, like, you know, especially from a situation where I have a wife now, been married for a year, pretty much coming up on a year. I have a newborn. She's less than a year old, and I'm about to go attempt to get a job that has zero job security. These couple of months I could be completely wasting my time when I could be getting a job and starting a career somewhere else. You know, I'm not a first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth round draft pick. I'm undrafted. I'm bottom of the barrel. Like, you know, you wasn't good enough, but let's check you out. Let's see what you got going on, type thing. And like the mentality you have to where, like, literally for Asagi, right? Like, he's in a situation to where one bad thing goes, like this goes wrong and it's over. Everything. Like soccer's done. Like there's no more soccer. There's no, I mean, maybe there is, but like there's no G League for this. And there is for me in a sense, but like at that point, if I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it. So like this is it. Like once this doesn't work out, which is kind of a situation I'm in right now, like if this doesn't work out, it's over. Like I'm done. And so like to be in a situation to where it's literally everything, it's not 100% on my shoulders because I can't force opportunities to come my way, but it's completely on me to take advantage of every single opportunity that I get. And I don't give a damn about nobody else out there. You could be my dog. He could be another linebacker. I could love this man. If we are competing,
laying you out.
Here you go. I'm gonna give you what you want. Fuck you. Like literally. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's what it is, bro. Like and no disrespect, but it's like, bro, I'm fighting for survival here, man. Like this is what I'm passionate about. This is what I love. Like I've trained and put so much into this. I'm not about to let this go. Not for no friends. Like like, and not to say it in a way like not for no friendship, because I do love and respect you. But like my friendship with you has nothing to do with what I'm doing on this field.
It's a job.
Like absolutely nothing. It's like this is my job. Is my life. I got a wife and a kid at home who are depending on me to provide. And the way that I can do that, and as easily, not necessarily easily because it's work, but like the amount of money I can make doing this career, and it's not something that I can come back to. Like once it's done, it's done. If I don't make it now, it's no like, you know what, 5 years, man, I really missed out. I should pick this back up again and see if I can make it back on the field. No, it's done.
That's good.
Like it's done. It's over. There's no coming back to this. This is my one opportunity. So I'm gonna take every advantage I have, every opportunity I'm given, and just go for it, bro. Like that, like you gotta be a dog, bro.
Yeah.
Like you have to. If you don't want it, then what the heck you doing here, bro? Like my man talking to Chick, and Chick is one of my favorite characters too because of how like I identify with his injury.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, that's my boy.
But the way that man talked to Chick, like, bro, if you are here, then be about it. Otherwise, get the up off the field, bro. Like you in the way. Like this man Asagi literally ran past Chick, like, bro, move. You're in the way.
Man.
Like Baru's a different situation, but like even then,
that's King.
I talked about it on the live. Like, bro, you talent will only take you so far, bro. Like, yeah, you was king. This a whole different kingdom, bro. We ain't at home no more, kid. Like we here. Like everybody is talented, and even if we not, bro, my work ethic is gonna take me farther than your talent is gonna carry. I promise you that. I promise you that. I promise you that. My talent will beat my hard work will beat your talent when you don't work hard. Like that's just period, point blank.
Talk to him.
I want it more than you. I promise you I want it more than you, because if I didn't, you would be working. You would be working just as hard as it, and you would be way above me because you have the talent that I don't have. So if our work ethic is equal, your talent multiplies that significantly.
Man.
But because you don't want to work, get about the way, bro. So,
hey, yo, Joe, let me tell you.
My bad.
Let me tell you something.
Hey, I love that.
You want to talk about me real quick? Who ain't never?
What
You have never. No.
Yes, I have.
You have. You have never expressed it in that manner, to that detail, to that intensity. I ain't heard it.
I mean, you felt
you feel the passion.
Feel it, the passion.
Yeah, man. I'm over here
real.
about to shed tears.
It was real.
Appreciate y'all.
No,
Because I will cry.
Stop it.
Oh man, real man cry. You know how it is. Real man cry.
No, hey,
Joe, no. I
know
every piece
real.
of that.
So, yeah, that's the
send that.
Hey, look. We ain't saying no names out there. There's nobody, no shade been thrown out there. But it's quarterbacks inside this damn league that we've seen come in that 1-2 years and think they're all about talent. That talent ain't it. That hard work, just like you said, man. You made me want to get back, put the pass back on 16. You down, bro?
Pads now.
And that's I think that part is the irritating part of the situation in life where I'm at right now. Like I'm sitting here at home, obviously grateful like I can talk to y'all boys and have the freedom to do so. With the kiddos, obviously been able to hop on lives with me and P during the off season where normally there's no content, no fresh new content coming. You know what I'm saying? But that's the irritating part. Is like, bro, I have this drive and this work ethic to do and the performance to back it all up. I was
about to say performance.
So it's just like just sitting here. That's the hard part about it. Like if I was one of those dude cats that's like I got the talent but I don't really care, then I probably would have been done. You know what I'm saying? But I've worked way too freaking hard.
You got talent. You got like again. I remember the talent that like what you came off of.
Yeah,
nigga.
So
hey, there we go. He gonna drop him all day. Yeah,
I'm gonna drop him. Like I will support Joe all day, every day. That nigga talented. And what I enjoy so much about Joe, sorry, I'm gonna give you like
good.
Joe is so talented in a multitude of things. Nice. And here's the thing: even if Joe feels as though he's not talented, Joe has the discipline to make sure that he will be talented in it. Whether that's football, whether that's editing, whether that's us doing the podcast thing, Joe will make sure that he has the tools to make sure it will run well. Joe is a very talented individual on and off the court. Flowers to you, man. That's it. I'm good. I'm done. That's it.
Cheers to Joe.
Cheers to Joe.
Appreciate y'all boys, man.
And he's a great friend. Go ahead, Joe.
I'm all right.
You
pretty good.
I'm all right.
Oh, and if you're ever wondering why we call ourselves 1216, there's our football jersey numbers from high school. And we took that I know it'll come up. It comes all the time. People always say, why you go by 12? You mess with the cops? No, I mix military, but I don't mess with the cops like that too much. I have my own things with it. I respect them for sure. But from high school to arena football league, like men 16 have been locked in the field for a very long time. Yeah, it was like it was one season, small time stuff. But it was fun.
No, absolutely. I had a high school coach who played arena ball.
It was small. You when you say so 6, it was small, right?
Yeah. It was. I know what y'all thinking. Y'all thinking like the league,
league. Yeah,
like the gyms and not the gyms, but like the stadiums. It wasn't like that. It was kind of.
We find a field and go from there.
Yeah. Okay. It was more like a community kind of league type thing.
Okay.
But for sure.
Dope.
Yeah.
Football is passion between us. Trust me. We
love it.
We get it how we can. Shit, you need to go ahead and talk to Jay Will, big dog. That nigga been going crazy over there with the you, Joe. Talk to Jay Will with the Saints.
Listen, I hit him up every now and then. Bro, I would love to get him on the pod. 2, I know people that know him. I've never like had a direct connect with him. No, this is the crazy part. And it's like I love it. It's like a love-hate thing for someone like him, right? Like because I feel like I'm obviously just as much of an anime fan, right?
Yeah.
To the point like, bro, I got a freaking podcast that's literally
Right,
dedicated
right.
to talking about anime. But all y'all just want to talk to this man. I'm like, bro, what's
We
good
got-
over here?
Right.
You know Old Diggy Zor?
Huh?
Old Diggy Zor?
That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like, there's like even in basketball, there's dudes out here, and what drives me crazy is people even be saying Naruto wrong. I'm like, bro, stop it.
Naruto.
I'm
Naruto.
like, nah, I know you don't watch
Naruto.
anime. Like, I know you don't watch
Naruto.
But it's like I would love to get the NFL attention, the sports world attention to the podcast through that. Like, it's something, and obviously no shots at Jay Will, because dude's a beast, and obviously truly an anime nerd. Like, dude probably embodies the anime culture more than I do. Like, people I know, like, I mean, you even see it, like, he's a very interesting character.
Yeah.
And not in a bad way at all. It's just dude's an interesting character.
Let's go on my team.
Oh, no, right.
Shout out Saints. You know how it is.
There you go. But it would be dope. Like, I think if I had the football prowess and popularity that he has, I think that would bring it to the table. It plays a part. It just plays a part.
Can we go ahead and move to the next question? Because
Just
Joe
does.
really doesn't understand. Let's move to the next question because Joe really don't understand. Even in the
You said
Look,
let's move to the next question. Let's move to the next
all
question.
Joe gotta do is this. I'm gonna leave up on this right here. Then 16 action. Next question. All Joe gotta do is this. One good time, line up on that field on the other side of Jay Will. Once he hits him one good time, hit him with whatever best fucking, I guess, anime notion there is with it. Whether it's Gear Second, whether that's like you gotta show out.
My plan for this and I wanted to do it last season, but then I got hurt. My plan for literally every tackle I had, I was going to have a different anime celebration.
There we go. There we go.
Leland joint. We you could have done a Leland joint. Like, I'm not even lying.
Yeah.
But no, Joe, you like again.
I'm not
like,
saying Pete.
You have like
That's
here's
why
the crazy.
60. What's 60
You shush. Joe has so many. Like, I have a few connections on the music side that like I feel like we can bring into just like because I do different things with music and different people. But Joe definitely 100% has the component for the NFL to where I don't think Joe really knows that Joe really knows, and I can't wait until Joe really knows what Joe really knows.
Okay.
Hey,
anyway,
Preston Peace here on 1216. Every 1216, Preston Peace come out. You gotta love that shit. Yo, so you brother, man. Man, this is interesting. I love getting to know you guys, man. Man, it's interesting.
Sure.
Oh, absolutely. Appreciate that.
Yeah, we got the top 4 shows, 4 or 5 shows, whatever it was. So we'll go top 5 characters from the both of you guys. Any, out of all shows. Yeah.
And we won't be answering this, I promise.
Now now if it makes it easier, they don't have to be ranked in order. But if you can rank them in order, then rank them in order.
There you go first.
I don't know if I can go in order. Zoro.
My boy.
My dog.
I got
that drops on Wednesday. Just remember I said my dog. You'll see the reel we dropping on Wednesday.
Okay.
Here
we go.
Dang, Killua.
Yes.
I really rock with characters that are just loyal, man. Like
it's a theme.
The loyalty aspect is just like it's just different.
It's a theme.
Roy Mustang.
Okay.
Man, Joe.
That's my boy. Damn, Joe named all my favorite characters.
Man. Dang, bro, now I gotta look around. Hold on, give me a second. I'm like, I know I got him. Oh, well, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Teen Gohan. I don't know how that was the first thing that came out my mouth.
Oh, you might as well go through your other men too.
I know, but I want to give another diversity though. I want to go because I got 2 more Dragon Ball ones, but I don't want to go there. So hold on.
Hold on, what are the 2?
Vegeta and Trunks.
I knew it.
Trunks to the point where like when I was a kid, I wanted to change my name to Trunks. I literally asked my mom, "Hey, yo, mom, can you go change my name to Trunks?" Like, wow. Like I love Trunks. He pulled up, sliced that man up, bro. I was like, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Sword is not my favorite weapon, and I want to change my name to Trunks. Like,
wait, and dye your hair blonde.
And not that much. Not that much. Honestly, that's probably solid. That's probably solid. So that's probably solid.
You ain't got to switch it up too much. You just name all my favorite characters, except for Vegeta. Vegeta can go to the side. That's 16.
See,
that's 16.
Like I have a love-hate for Vegeta. Like I love-hate for Vegeta. But if we talk about character development, bro, this man went from I'm coming to slaughter everything I see to my man holding hands with wifey on the side. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's my Boma.
Love character development.
Like, hey, Beers, hey, this dude is scared of Beers. He hit his hey, bro. I ain't got no fear. I ain't got no fear. You ain't gonna touch my woman. Hey, it's a wrap.
Oh. Preston been thinking. He's been cooking up.
Man, that's hard. So my number one is Yusuke Urameshi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In no order. Okay, so let's do this in no order.
No order.
Make it easy. Yeah.
I'm gonna slap a couple of villains in there just for the fact, like I like them.
Dio Brando.
Honestly, Dio Brando is also in there.
JoJo. Okay. Dio is respectable.
Kira Yoshikage is also up in there.
Yeah, that was next.
For favorite characters, Migi from Parasite, and that's only because like he only thinks rationally. Like he doesn't think anything else but rational. So, and again, that's why I love that anime, because they both balance each other out between rational and just morality. But Migi is also a very interesting character. Of course, I'm waiting
for the Blue Lock character. And how did I not mention Usagi? God,
because that was
there's two more that I'll mention. One, it's a toss up between Brook and Usopp.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yep, you get my bad. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay,
I apologize.
I appreciate it.
That's different.
Here's why.
I could tell Brooke. We knew that
because I'm a musician. Like that's Brooke. But if I'm going like a little bit more deeper, for Usopp, I feel like everybody for the most part is an Usopp. They want to be that guy, but they are not that guy. But they try to be that guy, and somehow they skate through to being that guy. Not to say that he's not like unuseful. He's very useful, but like he is not that guy that he proclaims to be. And I feel like a lot of people feel like they are that guy, and they are not that guy. And so he's very humanistic. I get it. Majority. He's a very humanistic guy. Like he has fears, he has worries, he has anxiety, but he still finds a way to work through those things. Number one. My last one, 100%, Joe, is Rio from
Blue Lock.
Rio is probably one of the most relatable characters for me.
Nagi's boy.
Yep.
Nagi's boy, which I don't understand why I didn't even put this in like most characters that I relate to. I did piano when that was the anime. But Rio is a guy who pretty much can copy everything to 99%, never 100%. But 99. I am that guy to where I feel like I can just about copy anything, including my piano playing. Copy it damn near perfect, but I can never get 100% to what I hear, what I want my fingers to do, to like put it to my mind, to my fingers. Even like with editing components, like I feel like I am not there. Joe
is not there either.
Joe, shut up. Joe, I feel like is a.
This reminds me of us.
And so when he gives me stuff, I feel like I can never get it to like where Joe has it. So for those reasons, like Rio has to go in for me.
Okay.
You've never watched Kuroko no Basketball?
Of course.
I'm surprised you didn't say Kisuke.
Oh, I forgot about him.
He's literally is that.
I feel like there's certain nuances to him that I don't gel with that well. Yeah. But yes, 100%. And two, I'm a little bit biased. Like Blue Lock is probably one of my favorite sports anime right now. Besides Hajime no Ippo,
Blue Lock. Yeah, Blue Lock is.
Blue Lock is up.
That's actually.
And Haikyuu. But even now, Haikyuu and Blue Lock they battling for me.
Hey, look, I just started. What is it called? Hole in One or Rising Impact? Impact Rising.
Oh yeah,
that shit's good. That shit's good.
It's on my watch. Yeah, it's on my watch list on Netflix.
It's golf, but it's interesting as fuck. You have to watch this shit. Like,
and what is it called again?
It's Rising Impact. The golf anime is really fucking good. Like, I will put that. I'm putting it up there with Blue Lock from watching it and Kuroko no Basketball as my 3 sports anime that I will fucking watch anytime. Yes, it's really like
over
that.
Ippo?
Yes, Ippo was good. Ippo was good, but it's something that I connected with more with this.
Oh man, that man.
Have you watched Megalobox?
No.
Megalobox is good. I didn't.
Megalobox is like that.
I need to go back and rewatch it, but I did enjoy Megalobox. Megalobox is good. Rising Impact over Ippo though. Dang.
Yeah, it's good. Ippo does that. It's a hit.
Somebody I relate to. That man got it out the mud.
Yeah. But when you watch it, we'll come back to it when you watch it because I want to hear where you put this inside your sports anime list.
Okay.
Ooh,
that's a good question.
Sports anime, yeah.
It's a good ass question. Good. All right, so I got one more. I got a lot more actually. If you guys have time for sure. But this goes to a crossover world basically. So if you could combine your passion for anime universe, which anime would it be? So you have to put your profession into an anime verse. For you, of course, Joe. Where would you see yourself? I know you say Blue Lock is one of them things that you would probably see yourself in with it for sure. But where's that other piece at? What profession would you take with you into the anime verse as being, of course, a football player? And for Preston, thinking about your performance and stuff like that you have been going through, where would you put your performance into an anime and create that? Like the anime versus like has the skeleton to it, and then you're coming in as like that main character ish. What anime do you think you could take your professions crossed over with?
That's a good question. That's a hard question. I mean, thing is, there's some dogs in Blue Locks. I don't even know if I could beat an MC and be locked. I might have got eliminated round one. I'm getting eliminated round 1. You know what I'm saying? I ain't make it out the room.
Jeez.
Dang.
When Bachura kicked the fucking ball towards him and hit him in the
face.
Yeah. You're it.
I'm not moving. Nah, man.
You got it.
No,
it's for you, P. It's for you, P. Starting off. Yeah, you've been bouncing back and forward.
This is gonna be rough. Stick with me just a little bit. I'm gonna try to make this make sense.
Got you.
It's gonna be One Piece.
Okay.
So one thing that musicians, especially piano players, would love to have is the ability to play free in every key, to pick somebody up, no matter what the key, no matter how horrible they sound, and to be able to move freely and fluently within those keys. So again, say if somebody like is, I don't know, again, music, if we're talking like a Kim Burrell, or we're talking even a Faith Evans, who is in my top like of all time female.
I can see that.
If she was just to come up and sing anything, how would I react? How would I be able to pick her up? Would I be able to know what she's singing? Would I be able to know the chord progressions? Would I be able to move freely like with what she's doing and accompany her very well? I say that to say, like, for me, One Piece is that, and I'm looking at Luffy and his crewmate in particular about how free they are, and they can do just about anything and everything that they want to do, regardless of if it's in like Alabaster, regardless of its Thriller Bark, like they do, Luffy does what he wants, when he wants, how he wants at any given time. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter the obstacles that is thrown at him. He's going to tackle it the way he tackles it, freely, all of the time, every time. And so I say that to say, like, if a singer was to come and be like, hey, yo, I need you to play. I don't know how. I don't know what I'm gonna sing, but I need you to sit down at the piano player and sit down at the piano and accompany me, whatever, however I sing. That is the goal for me. So to be able to play freely, like Luffy can move freely, is what I would love to do. So that is how I would move.
I like
if that makes sense.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. You would team up with probably be up on Uta's team then before she perished.
What? It's already a listen.
That'd be tough. That'd be tough.
But yeah, that's what I would do.
Take his talents to One Piece. Damn, you hitting the piano notes while cannon fire is happening? Damn, that's fucked up.
What?
No,
don't give me Uta's talent because I would be unstoppable.
Oh man,
isn't Uta's talent mostly what she is? Can you sing?
Yes. Is he like blow your mind sing? No, but can he sing? Yes.
That's like
we'll go there. Yeah, 100%.
The gospel voice.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel you.
Yeah, you can say.
Gotta lead a song tomorrow. Absolutely.
Joe?
Man, I'm gonna go the isekai route. I'm gonna go the season 1 Sword Art Online, the solo leveling, there's a way to gauge your progression. There's a way to solo leveling, not so much, but even still, if assuming I'm Sung Jinwoo, assuming I'm the MC, right? Because obviously hunters and solo leveling, like, they can't progress unless they somehow have a second awakening. They're kind of stuck wherever they're at. Whereas a Sword Art Online, they can obviously level up no matter how hard they work and what they do. So kind of that like level up progression. I almost wanted to say slime, but I'm not that mentally inclined to like think of everything to make my world better as much as I wish I was. Right. That would be great. I'm not P. I'm just not like I'm a basic bitch. Like I want to get stronger. I want to find new cool abilities, and I'm cool, bro. Like I'm not trying to bleed a whole nation to build connections with the dwarves and the elves and the people in the forest. Like, bro, I ain't on all that.
Just from our
but anyway. The isekai route to where there's a way to basically scale up and level up to where what am I blanking on? God dog. There's it got animated though, didn't it? Never mind. It didn't. There's a manga called Overgeared. And it's based on like a video game. I didn't send it to you because it's extensive on the list, but basically it's a video game based on what am I tripping? Shangri-La Frontier, like that type to where my grind, regardless, like has fruits, and I can see that and I can compare that. Not in a sense to like compare like I gotta be like them, but you know what I'm saying, bro. That's cool. Actually, I need to get one. To where like. I always had something pushing me to do something greater. There's always another challenge that's like, just because I did this one amazing, great thing, like there's something else all the way over there that I haven't even touched yet. You know what I'm saying? To where like it constantly brings out the best in me. And I can meet obviously not everyone in the world is like that, but I can meet other like-minded people that also want to go about that journey, about bettering themselves, progressing themselves, pushing them to their limits. You know what I'm saying? And so I'd go to the isekai route, the video game isekai route, the solo leveling route. Yeah.
That's actually a really good one.
No,
okay.
Which is why I love isekai so much, P. So stop hating on me and my isekai.
Hey, yo, so I'm getting there. I just also saw the text message of Jay Sims.
Oh, I didn't watch the episode yet. My boy is hating on the first episode of Bleach, apparently.
And as he should.
It was the first episode was mid.
Oh, no.
It was mid.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Joe, that's really good though. I enjoyed that 100%. Yeah.
You getting are you still getting exclusives also?
I mean, that's technically exclusive. I mean, that's the first time I've explained, I think, why I connect with Isekai so much. So yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that's what we here to
There
do.
you go. Hey, you know what I'm saying? 1216, bring that out.
By the way, these have been really good questions that I really have to like.
Look, man, hey, they go on. They go on. Trust me. You'll get them. You'll get them.
We get it, dude. That's like Pete said, it's dope to be on the other side of it. Like, I just can't like, I'm here to chat and talk and have a good time, whatever they got for us, versus like, I gotta plan everything. Damn, did I get everything? Damn, did I tell P everything? Are we good? Did I get the slides right? Like,
it's a good time, but it's also like, man, will I have like the answer to make it make sense? Because, bro, anytime you be like, all right, next question, heart sinks. I get nervous.
I'm chilling. I'm more chill as a guest than I am as a host. I'd have been sweating over here.
I'm more chill because I know.
I'm cool as a cucumber right now.
That's how you do it.
We know like what's happening next.
I know
what's happening next.
I mean, yeah, I know the rundown, but I think it's more like, and I don't mean to go on this tangent, but I think it's more like being the host, like making sure that everything runs smoothly, making sure the guest is comfortable and having a good experience, and that we're flowing and gelling. That's not just like a static, oh, he answered the question, okay, move on type. Like there's a.
Do you think that like once you feel that ease, like, and even to you guys, like once you feel like the guests are like jail, is it more of like a, okay, we good now, or are you always like in high tension?
It's more like it kind of feels just like an open conversation with the guys.
Oh no, for sure.
That's literally how we started, bro. We said, fuck it, why do we keep talking about this shit? First off, side note, sorry, take you back 4 years, longer than 4 years ago. This nigga we supposed to been did this years ago when the 2000s had teenage years after it. Now we're just not doing this shit. But it's like, bro, like you get on, you with the guys. This is your brother. You guys are talking, general conversation. We don't script anything. This is a very rare occasion we actually do script shit. Most of the time, it's like a few jot down notes here and there, but there's no PowerPoints. There's no what's next. There's no this. There's no that. We just flow. So if you guys are comfortable, I guess 16. Let me know if I'm wrong about this. We kind of sense the vibe, and from that vibe, we pivot to what's best to be next.
Yeah, I'd say for sure you could tell. If you saw our previous Jeopardy night with one of the contestants was kind of shy and you kind of had to draw it, you know what I mean? She, kind of draw it out of her. So we kind of, like 12 said, kind of feel the vibe out and go.
Absolutely. I definitely think feeling like that's what makes you a better host, right? You have to be able to, whether it's following the script, but also being able to adjust and adapt based on who your guest is, how your guest is feeling, what's going on, how the conversation is going. Okay, well, we did a lot of this. You can probably skip this and head to this, or like, hey, I could tell they get passionate about stuff like this, so let's continue to find more stuff like this and change.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I think I do get the vibe of like, okay, this conversation's flowing. I feel like I'm having a conversation with a friend, like if I'm having a guest on. Obviously, me and P is whatever, not necessarily whatever, but like that's easy for us to do. Versus like bringing on someone who's never been in this environment with us. I may know who you are, but I've never been in this environment with you. So like I get a sense of like I want to make sure, like my goal outside of having great content is to make sure whoever that person is or whoever those two people are, how many people we got on, are having a great time. Once that happens, I'm good. And I do calm down a little bit, but I'm still like not necessarily on like edge, a little on edge, but still a little bit on edge to like make sure like this continues throughout the entire process. And then once they leave and I say appreciate you, bye, or we have
you all good. I got you.
All right, cool. Now I'm straight.
I got you.
Even before that, like and we've had those like instances to where like very much on edge, like regardless of who it is, like very much on edge at first, like to where it's like, okay, interview. But like once they get like a little bit, I don't want to say like unguarded, but a little bit unguarded to where like you can do a little bit more with the questions or be a little bit more lax. It makes it easier as the person asking the questions to like maybe even go off on tangents or
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joe.
I was gonna say I want to speak as little as possible. Like that's literally my, especially if it's like we've had different types. We've had we've had Rob Show and Showdown on the pod. I think like 3 different times. The first time we had him on, it was more like get to know Rob. Like what's Rob's anime impact? Would you start with like that? Those episodes, I don't want to talk. I want to poke and prod at what you got going on. And I want you to give me everything I can. I want to give you an environment to where you feel like, I'm chilling at the barbecue talking to my homeboy. Like that's like I want to bring that kind of vibe right to the energy. And then if it's a different podcast, like we've done tier lists and different stuff like that, to where like we want everybody's opinions on what's going on. Then I want to make sure it's equal, but like I want to give it to a point, and I don't know how the hell we got here. I'm sorry, but like I want to make it to a point to where everything is about the guest. The guest is comfortable. The guest has a good time, and that one. And I say for recommending other people, but like if there is a chance that someone like Ayo watch like Ayo, like that was dope, and I can feel like they feel like I may have never talked to you before, but you feel like a friend, and you feel like you can tell me your whole life story
exactly.
And I think
and
that's
not feel any type of way about it.
I think that's the difference, and then we can be done. I think that's the difference between like the give and take. Like, of course, like as you interview somebody that you've never interviewed, like it's the give and take of like you being the interviewer or interviewee. But like as you get like really comfortable, like for me, it's no longer like on edge. It's like I want to hear more, because now I feel like if we're more comfortable, like and we've had these instances before to where like now like the people that we're interviewing are asking us questions of like, what do you think about this now? And so when we get to that point of like comfortability, like I know like, okay, like we're good now. Like you're now asking me questions and I'm supposed to be asking you questions like a little woosah. So
that makes sense. A lot of it.
And I will say Joe is very good at like, I am good at the back end to where like, pivot, because I'll be liking the pivot. But Joe is like,
okay.
Joe is,
yes, that is.
Joe is that guy.
That's that communication major.
Joe is that guy.
But it's cool, Joe, because I will say I'm a little bit of a cheat code myself because I'm a program manager, also an instructor. So I'm in front of people every single day teaching them shit. So it's a little bit easier, I would say, for me to do the pod because it's having guests on. It's the same way as me teaching somebody and getting to know my participants to build a relationship with them. So it's a little bit easier, I guess. I'm the cheat code for our podcast, I would say. Yeah. But 16, that's the mastermind right there. He just be cooling, but this shit always working.
The funny part about all of that is like if you ask my wife, bro, I don't talk like that. Like I talk to my friends. Like I talk to my friends or whatever. But even like my wife is constantly trying to pull stuff out of me, like, yo, tell me how your day was. Talk to me about this. Like I'm not a talker. But for whatever reason in this environment, like, and I think it's more like I said, like I want to make sure that person's good and wants to talk. So I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to make sure that I can get that.
Exactly.
So that means I gotta talk. I guess a motherfucker.
I also don't think that Joe knows how comfortable he is. I feel like Joe doesn't know how comfortable he is in the realm that he's in. Like it's very like when you know what you know, like Joe. Somebody can talk football to you all day, every day, and you can blab it out like it's going to be second nature to you. Same thing with anime. Like, I don't think you really understand how comfortable you are to like just spitting out things when it comes to anime. Like, it comes very natural to you. So I feel like that is also, even with me, I don't be liking to talk to people. I'm a home manager. I still don't be liking to talk to people. But like, it becomes very like it's just innate.
You get free. You get free.
It's easy to do. Yeah, exactly.
We're our most free in terms of Lucy. In terms of Lucy, we have no clue who Lucy is. Lucy was somebody we never knew who it was. That was two people.
It was Pablo.
The whole time. This is how we became a fucking Flame Emperor, and we could have had Frankie as a Flame Emperor, but it's cool. I like Sabo. That would have been dope as fuck to see Frankie with that power, though.
Nah, bro. I'm sorry.
Nah,
That would have been hard.
I just need Frankie to show some hockey capabilities, and then we'll be good to go.
Yeah, nah, that'd never happen. Nah, Frankie's
He
the
the
bottom
two.
two. Yeah, but 16 is up on you. Questions up on you now.
Yeah, for me, this is just gonna be my last one, and then I guess 12.
Oh shit, I got a whole list.
Yeah. This is gonna be the last one for me. You can go 3 or 5, whichever one works for you. But your top 3 or 5 like anime moments that like really stuck out to you. Yeah.
Do you guys need time to think about this?
P, we go back and forth. Let's go back and forth. I think that'll help.
Okay, so I'll go first then.
Okay, go ahead.
My first major moment is when Yusuke Urameshi broke the spirit cups. I feel like that is
that's a good
biggest
moment.
feat. I feel like that's one of the bigger feats for me. I put it on par with Goku going Super Saiyan 1. I just know that like we don't know like Yu Yu Hakusho like that. But when he broke those spirit cups and he gave it to Goro, bro, top tier moment for me.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a good moment.
It's funny that this is the first moment because it was a very sentimental moment more than a hype action moment. When my boy, why am I blanking on my man's name? I'm actually literally looking Mustang. I'm Colonel Mustang.
We're Mustang.
The crazy part is the reason I came with the moment is because he's sitting right here in my face. Like he literally is sitting right here. When Roy cried at the funeral, bro.
Oh yeah.
This is a man. This is a man you see the entire time who like he'll get mad and yell at Ed. Like he's pretty even kill for the most part. Like to the point where he faked old girl's death. Like even kill to where he's talking and dealing with the fear. Even kill. This man literally like it's a horrible day for rain, and she's like it's not raining. And that teardrop, bro. I'm like, bro, especially because of how that man loved his family, bro, and like it that's one of my favorite characters, bro. He's one of my favorite characters. He's not my favorite. Obviously, Roy is up there for my favorite characters, but Maze Hughes, man, his funeral and Roy crying at his funeral, bro. That one, and it wasn't like he cried, right? He had that one tear, like he had his one moment, and I think that like shows again how like important of a moment this is for Roy, because like again, he's this even kill in a sense, cold, calculated play because he like the whole plan to get all this stuff happening. He don't want to doubt it all up. You know what I'm saying? Like he's this cold, calculated person. He has emotions. Obviously, he's not like a Ayana Koji, cold and calculated, but he's still a very cold and calculated person. And for you to see him have this 5 seconds of like letting his emotions kind of get to him for a second was just like, bruh, for me. So
that's a good moment.
The first one. That's the first one.
Joe's not gonna agree with me on this one.
Oh my god! Go ahead, P.
Is it One Piece?
Yes.
Okay,
Is
so
blonde
so first of all,
that's the hockey. That's the hockey.
And I'll get out of yours.
Man.
But Joe's not gonna agree with me with this one. But like, there's a couple of moments that like set up for this one moment that I absolutely enjoy. One thing we got to see like this one particular character go all out, which is one of the Joe. Which is one of the first times like we actually get to see him, but it's the
person only.
Oh, okay.
Going
first and only moment. That's the only moment. You see
Joe,
this man
Joe, I can't. Joe, you gonna let me?
I'm muted, bro. I'm muted.
So now that Joe is muted, Usopp is better than Zoro, and also to not only validate that. No, but in all seriousness, like I really did enjoy that moment. I enjoyed the fact that Usopp really, again, I enjoy humanistic characters. And for the fact that Usopp fought for what he believed, like any human would do that 100%, whether you have powers or whether you don't. Like, I believe that this is the ship that should take us into like the new world, regardless of if it happened or not. The fact that like he was willing to throw down for his captain to make sure, and not only that, but again, humanistic. like there was somebody that I love that gave you this ship, and you are willing to throw that away.
Yeah,
it's a little bit different for me. So that's one of my favorites.
Also, FYI, he was just bullshitting. What's up would never be better than Zoro. Just for y'all out there who was wondering.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
We don't know. We in the L bath now.
He would never be better than Zoro. And the way his favorite feat was fighting his captain. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Thank you, bro.
He would never be better than Zoro.
We on some bullshit with that one.
Oh, wow, so we're cousin Joe, then fuck that.
Bro, I'm gonna go an action moment for me, and it's Attack on Titan, Levi versus the Beast Titan. Where this man Levi tracked down all the Titans and just took them out one by one and finally pulled up on the Beast Titan. Dude's like, where'd all the Titans go? He's like, and then Levi just pulls up and slices and dices him. Man, obviously he should have killed him on the spot. I'm mad about that, but obviously for story purposes, it all worked out. But bro, that moment was cold. Forget the speech. The speech was cool. Forget the speech. Forget Floke or whatever the hell that piece of crap name is. But that moment, that was dope for me. I went crazy with that one.
Last moment. I rarely pull from Dragon Ball Z.
Ooh.
But when Vegeta was wanting to give his life for his son,
I knew
it a little bit different. Like, and don't get me wrong, Vegeta was
yeah.
But and don't get me wrong, Vegeta was an ass all throughout.
Mm-hmm.
But that one moment to where he was very selfless, I was like, I remember I was a 13-year-old guy. I was like, I'm feeling emotions that I don't feel. I'm 13.
It's coming down and shit.
But like, bro, I was like, Vegeta, for me, solidified why you are the best character in DBZ for me.
Talk about it. My dog.
That's it. I tried to think of other moments, and there are other moments that I love, but like, bro,
literally, you said Dragon Ball. You said Dragon Ball Z, and I knew exactly where you was going, bro.
Yeah, that's
that shit hit different.
Yeah,
that shit different.
It hit different.
Because Vegeta's not an asshole to his family. He's just tough love.
Yeah.
And bro, again, Joe, like that is like Joe. First of all, I ain't saying Joe an asshole to nobody else but his family. Like I'm not saying that, but like Joe does what he does to protect the people that are closest to him, and so I very much admire that from him. So yeah,
I need you to stop with all the compliments for no reason. God, dog.
Family man, Vegeta.
You're a good guy, Joe. What can I say?
Anyway, I love you, P. I love you, bro.
Family man, Vegeta meets family. So you're saying Vegeta and Joe need to pop on the Patari earrings and then become one.
Hey, listen, I'll take that. I'll take that. Can I be the in control though? Because I don't need his. Like,
the ego.
The ego. Like I need some. I need some of that ego, but I can't have you going on the planet.
So you're going to be Gogeta.
Yeah,
Jogeta.
Jogeta, there you go.
Jogeta is wild.
Cool.
With a blue afro.
I would say my last one, and I had to go One Piece, and I had to go my dog. Nothing happened. Like that moment.
Actually, I was waiting for that, bro.
That moment was like, which is why, like, I used to change my Funko Pops around, like, what was on my mic, like every episode, and I haven't changed in like forever. This is hands down one of my favorite Zoro moments of all time. Like, again, I'm a big fan of loyalty and loyal characters, and that's just like the epitome of Zoro's loyalty to Luffy. So the man literally basically sacrificed his life for Luffy. Obviously, he pulled through and didn't die, but like that man literally was about like ready to give his life for Luffy, for the crew. And so yeah, Zoro, nothing happened.
It was a great moment.
We don't know what happened.
Probably one of his best moments, but
Oh, definitely.
That actually is his best moment. Zoe had a lot of great moments, but that's one of the better ones.
The first time he
to the
lost
crew,
to Mihawk. Okay.
I will never lose again.
Versus King. Him bowing
King
down.
King was that much of a moment for me, Joe.
That was cool.
The unlocking of the Conqueror's Haki?
No, listen, bro. You got it. 12, you got to understand this, Preston, bro.
You're right.
Him going
whatever you want to, but it wasn't that great.
Going to Mihawk and begging this man to train him when Mihawk is his entire goal.
I agree. I said that was a great moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're talking about King. I don't think that's a great moment.
No, I know. I was dropping the King when I was ignoring you and your King aspect and continuing to more great moments.
Yeah, it was a great fight, not great moment.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's tough.
But there you go.
That's very tough. Zoro has a bunch of moments. King is definitely up there. So moving on to the third question we have right here. Think of this more of your training arc. So I would take your mindsets right now to the training arc for yourselves. So it doesn't have to be the Broncos. It doesn't have to be that amazing hit you had coming down on the left side when you came back around, cracked his ass. About who that was, but don't gotta be that moment at all. It doesn't have to be a moment for you. I know, I pay attention. Yeah, I know. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be your moment when you was in the piano with the side by side with it, and I forgot what her name was, but she was singing her fucking soul out. Toasty? Yeah, no, not Toasty. It was not Toasty. It was a fairer skinned person. I forgot who. I think it was just you found this somehow swing up on there. Was it Toasty? She is kind of like that. Might have been Toasty actually. But you killed it though. Shout out Toasty, you out there. You know how it is, big marshmallow shit. Shout out Law. She a big Law fan. Does not have to be those moments, but take yourself to your training arc with it for the most part, and think about the training that you actually have to go through. So is there an anime, if you had to do with it, a training montage moment that mirrors what you've gone through inside your career? For you, Joe, of course, I would take it as that. But for Preston, I want you to think about more of the intensity when it comes down to actually mastering an instrument or performing like it's performing at like the Met Gala or like one of these, the grand stage of things. What is a training arc in anime that mirrors your moments in life that comes through from those?
Can I tweak the question for mine?
For sure.
And because I'm not gonna go to a training arc, and I'm actually not gonna use football. I'm gonna go the fatherhood route.
That's still a training arc.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I am going to, and I want to preface this that I am not an abusive husband nor father. Okay? I want to preface this before I say what I'm about to say.
Why would you preface that first?
Because the character that I'm about to go into.
Oh God, I'm nervous now.
Okay.
Life with Anime Podcast is over after Joe says this.
16 no, I'm gone, bro. Endeavor, bro. For
I
me,
am not Matt. Talk, Joe.
For me,
I'm mute.
Family Man is my title, right? Like that's my handle.
Yeah.
Family Man has been my handle since college, like since I had my first kid in college. As I've had more and more kids, and as I've been married for longer, and as my career has continued to go and progress, my career has taken over my life. And my family, though still being called Family Man, has been put on the back burner many a times. And I've done so much and focused so much on how can I progress on the football field? How can I get stronger? How can I get faster? How can I see the game better? How can I do this, that? Like, in a sense, and I wish I had a full-on Mamba mentality and Jordan mentality, because I want that. Like that's my target to get that, right? As far as it comes on the football field. But my family has definitely suffered from my drive to be the best that I possibly can be. Same as Endeavors. His family has suffered for him trying to be the best number one hero, and also him trying to then raise up the next best hero, right? Again, I have not hit anybody. I have not burnt nobody. Okay, I just want to preface that. But that the mentality is kind of where I'm going in a sense, right? And so even right now, bro, I'm at a point in my life to where these last almost 2 years, come up on 2 years, has been the most that I've ever been home present with my family, like in a span of time, right? Like normally I head out to training camp. I don't see y'all for a minute. I may see y'all here and there during that, depending, like if I'm in Denver, like obviously we all lived in Denver, so I would come home at the night before I had to go back to hotel. But all day I'm at work. I come home, see y'all for 45 minutes, and I got to make it back to the hotel before curfew type thing. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I went to Tampa, I went to Nashville. I spent basically a year in Nashville without my family. Like they came every now and then, like when I had back-to-back home games, but then they went back to Tampa. Like, so I'm in Nashville by myself dang there. I was basically living the single life in a sense. And these last 2 years, getting picked up not till halfway through the season last year, getting hurt, so then I'm hurt, I can't play, so now I'm spending all my time at home, to now I'm still not picked up. I'm at home again. I go through the off season, the time I'm normally at home, on top of the extra time I've been at home, and extra time I'm home now, has been the hardest period of time in my life. And that is not an understatement, like by any means, like overstatement by any means, like that. Not exaggeration by any means is what I meant to say. And like, I'm starting to see how I need to have that Mamba mentality, that Jordan mentality with my family. And it is not easy because that switch has to be flipped, because I can flip it. I can flip it for the 2-3 months that is, I knew this is the off season, I'm at home. The light's been on for a long time, bro, and that electricity bill is high. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been high. And it has not been easy, but when I look at it in a sense, because it's hard, right? Like, I feel like us men are wired to want to achieve and strive to do great things. And for a lot of us, like, that's outside of family. Like, we want to go and leave a legacy of something great that we worked, like our hands, our blood, sweat, and tears went and got and did. And our kids and our family are separate from that, right? But they shouldn't be. And it's so hard to not separate those things. It's so hard not to have that same mentality as I do at work, as I do with my family. Like the same way I will sit and watch film for 3 hours to find one key weakness on the opponent's team. Like, hey, yo, I could take advantage of that. 3 hours of watching film. Why can't I do that or study? Like my daughter has ADHD. Why can I not spend that same amount of time, like, hey, yo, what can I do to help my kid make sure she can focus better, get what she needs to done better, like stuff like that. My wife loves talking. Like I said before, I don't talk much when I'm at home. My wife loves to talk. Like, why can I not like flip that switch? Like, hey, yo, Joe, you're in this place right now. This is where you're at. Be present. Fuck the phone. Forget the anime. Forget everything else. Like, be a great husband. Spend time with your wife. Take interest in what she's taking interest in. Talk about what you're interested in. Talk about like in a sense. So like having that mentality is not easy. Flipping that, like bringing that over to here, where honestly is more important than having that mentality on the court, on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like as much as just I'm not used to having to do that. And so that's where I'm at. I know it's slightly off what you asked, but that's because that's what life has been like right now. I'm definitely feel like I am training and I am getting my butt beat right now.
You are Endeavor. But without the hitting part, we don't.
Yeah, without the hitting part. Yeah. I'm learning, man. I'm learning, and I ain't perfect by any means necessary, but I am trying. I want to do better, and I'm learning. So, yeah,
I love that.
What, P?
And P, he already said it.
You've been talking, man. Like I don't get to see like. Me and Joe talk, of course, offline, but to see Joe like in a vulnerable place and like being okay with that does my heart really well.
He's a part of the Grand Fleet now. Come on now. When you're part of the Grand Fleet, you are family. We bring that out of you. That's our whole goal here.
It does my heart well. That was very well put. And honestly, I didn't think about it like that, but now we're going to go into like a couple of things for me. For me, I think about, and this is probably Demon Slayer, and their training arc. For me, with Tanjiro, there were different things that he had to conquer before he went to the next before he went to the next round, before he went like at a higher level. And so I take that back to high school. I was afforded the opportunity to play at Carnegie Hall. And so because of that, like there were certain things that like I had to do or that I had to conquer before like I could go to my next level to be able to do things. We did 6 songs at Carnegie Hall, and my piano professor was like, "Hey, yo, I want you to play like a few of these." And I was like, "No, because like I don't think I'm good enough to do that." And just like Tanjiro is a very humble guy to where it's like, I don't know. But like the training arcs that he went through and the training arcs that I went through to make sure that like my hands were good to go as far as like being able to play like these crazy rhythmic things. I eventually like accomplished my goal and I was able to play at Carnegie Hall, and that was like a highlight of me of one of my moments. But to Joe's point as well, dang, Joe, like Endeavor is a very important, like 2 arcs for me. Shout out to you, Shantae. I have been playing at church. I have been playing at church for all of my, well, I've been at this particular church for all of my life, but I've been playing for this church for 15 years. And so my wife has been very understanding of like, hey, yo, like, if you say like God has told you to do this, I ain't finna block you. Like, go ahead and do what you gotta do. But in the meantime, like Shantae has lost her mom and dad in a car crash, has lost her brother in a car crash, has just lost her mother/grandmother who took care of her, and has lost her grandfather at the same time. And so me traveling up and down the road and trying to make this happen is still steadily taking a toll on her, but she is like, hey, yo, I'ma still support you no matter what. So like that Endeavor thing of like, bruh, like at some point in time, like you gotta draw that back in and you gotta figure out like what's important in your life. Like, yeah, you playing for church and everything, and your wife is okay with that. But is your wife really okay? Like you are taking so much time to do other things and you are not paying attention to what's in the present. And for the longest, I did not pay attention to what was in the present. But meanwhile, like my wife is like, hey, yo, go do what you got to do. I'm okay. Not necessarily meaning she's okay.
Yeah.
And so like, again, made the decision now to be like, hey, yo, December 31st, 2024, last day. Like, done playing with church. But I say that to say like the Endeavor moment of just being there for your family, especially when like you've been looking out for number one all day long, even if you put it in the name of Jesus and you do all of that stuff, like truthfully, you have been putting your family on the back burner to pursue this one thing.
Your dream.
Not even really praying about it, not saying to say that this is what is supposed to happen. Like, this is just what I know. I'm comfortable with it. So this is all I know. Meanwhile, over here, not okay, even though she says she's okay. So Joe, like that kind of like stirs something. I was like, like, bruh, that was good to me. Like, yeah, I get the accolades are good for me. The fact that like I can go through my Tanjiro moments and be like, I had to conquer this to get there. And the fact that I had to learn this song to do this song, or I had to learn this technique to get here to play for like at Carnegie Hall. Meanwhile, the most important thing to me is being left on the back burner and I'm not supporting her. Bruh. Good stuff. So I had to come to a conscious decision to say, hey, yo, what is important and what is not important? I can play anywhere. I can get a church and play anywhere. Why do I have to travel 3 hours every weekend to a home church that like I'm like, bruh, should I be doing this? Because my wife is saying it's okay, but really she ain't okay. But she's telling me, bruh, do what you got to do because I support you 100%. And if I got that same support in return, Like, bro, it is going to only be much of a bigger blessing for me when I can carry that back to home and we build more on time. So, Joe, bro, good stuff.
Don't compliment me. You got your whole own thing, bro.
That's your arc. That's your arc.
Yeah, that's good. That was good.
Hey, that's good stuff. Hey, Preston, we talk a lot, brother. Like I told you, we here, we locked in. You need something, just let me know anytime.
Absolutely, I appreciate it. Joe, you talking tonight, Joe? You talking. That's all.
So we're gonna switch over. I got I went through 4 of the 8 questions already for that one from anime. I want to get more into real life. We talked a little bit about it. We've entered some real life moments already that parallel anime, but let's focus on the actual real life things and talk about the career beginnings. So for both of you, what was the defining moment inside your life where you knew that either football or music was your actual calling?
You get to go first, P. I went first in this last one.
It's true. It's true.
You need a second?
Chamoy.
You like the Chamoy?
That's the spicy one?
No, Chamoy. Spicy's actually not that bad, but the Chamoy flavor.
No, spicy's bad. Joe didn't get a bad piece.
I liked it. No, I did because I had some more afterwards. I liked it.
Okay. I want to try the sour one.
Sour one's good too.
Sour one is my favorite.
Think of it as like the lemon heads.
Okay.
And it tastes like a Starburst after, but preference the question one more time.
I got you.
I feel like I'm going.
Oh, and 16. That was on you. You said a video, right? When I think Rob and them was going through eating the fucking candy, going around in circles. Also, again, shout out to you, Sensei Rob. You know what the fuck going on. Hey, as a matter of fact, give me. I'm gonna preface that question one more time, but give me 1 second. Let me grab something, because Joe was not there. Hold on.
I know what he's finna
Here
get.
we go.
Oh,
there we go.
The autographs?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Okay, so let's get off this.
All right. Here we go. Here we go. So, as you can tell, it's not just his signature, it's not just Rob's. We got Preston to also sign for Life with Anime as well. So big shout out with that. We got him. We couldn't catch it on camera, unfortunately, but we did get we got that boy autograph, baby. Yes, sir. Shout out. But to rephrase and bring it back, because since you are on this card right here, that means that you're somebody who is a part of this family that I definitely want to hear from nonstop. Career beginnings for both of you. What is that defining moment inside your life when you knew that either football or music was your calling?
I'll go, P.
Okay, cool. I got one, but you go.
If you got it, go ahead.
No, go.
For me, there's kind of 2 moments. My mom made me play football. I had 0 interest in playing football. She made me play in 8th grade, which is crazy, right? Your mom made you put some pads on and said, go get hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, who does that? My mom does that. So shout out to you, mama. Love you. Bro, I had 0 interest in football. We had Super Bowl parties at our house. Your boys upstairs either playing video games or watching anime. Like that's what I was doing. Like I didn't give a damn. I'm like, what is this? Like, what are people doing? This is stupid. Play basketball, play baseball. My mom's like, look, if you I usually go visit my dad in the summers. My dad lives in Atlanta. I was living in Illinois at the time. So we go to Atlanta. My mom we moved to a new town. They had just won, the high school team had just won state that year, the year before. And so sign-ups were up. So it's a small town, but a big football town, right? And so my mom signed me up for football. I got put on the waiting list. And so I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I'm gone because of the waiting list. So I'm not playing. She's like, if they call, you got to come back home. I was home. I was in Georgia for not even a week. And they called, and because it was my basketball and my baseball coaches, and it was like, oh, Joe playing football now? Yeah, come on, Joe. Like I skipped people on the waiting list type. Yeah, to bring Joe. Bro, I was not excited about this. Bro, first day, playing running back, got the ball, First rep of practice, ran by everybody, touchdown. I was like, all right, bet, say less. Let's go ahead. Like,
It's a little bit too easy.
Bro, I fell in love the first day of practice, which was crazy because my best friend, actually, it was his first time playing football too, and he played center, but it was kind of cool for us to kind of both do it for the first time together. But that was like what started it. What got me to where I am now, what made me know that like this is what I need to be pursuing. Kind of a spectrum that builds up to it. Went to a really, really small town in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Illinois. No one knows where it's at.
What town is it?
Number 3. Plano, Illinois.
All right, look, is that south of Bloomington?
It's west, so it's like 30 minutes west of Aurora, right by Yorkville.
I know what you're talking about.
Everyone knows.
Yeah.
So not Plainfield, Plano.
Yeah, opposite sides.
Yeah. So like no one knows what that is. My high school is surrounded on 3 sides by cornfields. You know what I'm saying? Like that type, right? Really small town. Had a great season. Broke my leg my junior year. So big recruiting year. Broke my leg. Third game of the season, second play. 2 games prior to that, I have total 5 touchdowns, 400 and something yards in 2 games going off. I'm like, all right, bet. Like, recruit's about to go well.
Over here, like,
you know what I'm saying? Break my leg. Whatever. Bunch of kids yeah. Anyway, no disrespect to them. But, like, it was going really well. And then for that to happen, me to break my leg, my own teammate helmet hits my leg and I break my leg. It was, like, devastating, right? The fact that I didn't put on a helmet, not ever again, but before, I got a full ride offer to go play football at Northwestern. I was like, all right, bet. Like, this is about to work out. Like, the only thing that I had done was run track. Like, I had gotten back into shape. I played, like, the last 2 games of my basketball season, and then I hopped on the track and started running track, and Northwestern offered me a full ride scholarship. Right before I went to go to state for track and end up winning state in the hurdles. And I was just like, yeah, this is how it's supposed to go. Like this was God. God was doing something. I ain't like it. I ain't like how it was going down, but it happened. And they got me to Northwestern. Get to Northwestern, not a big guy, like not a big time player. Played special teams my entire career until my last 2 years. And I'm splitting time on defense. I'm not just starting. Like there's me and another guy that we both technically are starters. Like I'll start one game, he'll start the next, and we'll go back and forth kind of thing. Unless someone happens to like be just balling out, we'll leave him in there. But pretty much started back to split time. And I have my kid. I get married and I have Scarlett, my oldest, and I'm just like, football's done. Like I'm not like I was like I could try this thing out. Like I was like I'm not a big guy, like not a big time name. Like I'm not getting drafted. Basically, I could try this out, but I got a kid now. I have 0 time to waste on what ifs. This 0.1% chance that I'm about to make it. You know what I'm saying? How many dudes try out and don't make? Like there's so many. You know what I'm saying? I'd be the 1% literally to make it. My wife and my mother are like, you do not want to have this regret. 1, yourself for not even trying. 2, to put this on your wife and your child and to then look at them one day down the road like, y'all the reason I didn't do this. And I was not about to have that. So to have my wife and my mother basically tell me that, like, yo, go do this. And then for it to work out, for me to make a team my rookie year, to get undrafted, even just to get undrafted, the fact that someone called me and said, hey, yo, you may not be our best guy or like most desired guy, but come put on some pads and see what you got. Like, that was it. I'm like, all right, I'm done. I've achieved my goal. Yeah. And so from that moment, football, whatever happened with football was icing on the cake. And I fell in love with it from when I first put on pads to the fact that it worked out till I got a full ride from college. I didn't even know that was a thing, getting scholarship to play football. Like, I didn't realize that was a thing until like, oh, this is a thing? Like my sophomore year, I'm starting to go to camps. It's like, oh, I could go to school for free and play ball? Shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like it just kind of there wasn't, and I know I just literally just like explained my entire journey with football. Like there wasn't a single moment for me that was like, this is what I'm supposed to do, but it was like a continual thing that God's like, yo, continue to go in this direction, continue to go in this direction, continue to go in this direction, continue to go in this direction. And it's just like, here I got 7 seasons in right now, which is crazy to me. So
you are the vet.
Yeah, it's crazy because I still feel like a young buck, but then I'm like, no, I'm not. But also like I have the mentality that I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But like it's weird because it just I don't know if it's a humbleness thing or whatever it is, but it just feels weird. Like there are times where I'm the oldest dude in the room, and I'm so used to like not being that guy that it's just weird sometimes. So yeah. But yeah, that's my journey. That's not a moment. That's my whole journey. Sorry, 12.
The calling was everything altogether.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, I'm just having it like, bro.
You learning?
I'm just a fan, man.
You learning?
I'm a fan. No, so I have two instances, and I'll try to be like brief. First instance, first of all, I'm a very shy individual, so I can remember in church, like when they have like those youth days or they have like those talent things, and they're like, hey yo, Sunday, like, hey yo, let's sign you up to like play wade in the water. And I'm like, but I'm nervous. I don't like to play in front of people. Like it was to the point where like I would remember to where anytime I had to play in front of somebody at an early age, as soon as I am done, I would bawl my eyes out because my emotions were so high. And by the time I am done, like I have nothing else left to do but then to cry. But my mom like really saw like, hey, yo, boy has a knack for this. Put him in piano lessons. Rest in peace to one of my mentors, Dr. L.L. Bollitt, who like pretty much taught me the very basics, and even now, like, well, not now, but like has taught me what it is to be a piano player, what it is to like have discipline, to like, hey, yo, set aside 2 hours every day to dedicate yourself to the craft. I don't care, like, if I get that you have school, find your 2 hours. Even if you got to break those 2 hours up between dinner time and between when you got to go to bed, dedicate yourself to the craft. So that was the first instance to where I was like, okay, like maybe this is my calling. Maybe this is something that I should be doing. So I get past that. I have to, of course, if you don't know, in college, you have to audition to be in like the music program. And so I remember, rest in peace again, Dr. Harrison, who is my second mentor. I had to audition in front of her as well as the rest of the music professors. And so there was 2 pieces that I had to play classical as well as sight read, as well as have 2 pieces like also prepared on my own. So 2 classical pieces, sight read, and then just prepare 2 things that I wanted to play like as is. And so I remember I played, one was Furley's, one was like Prelude in C sharp minor or something like that. Played those 2 pieces, like sight read a little bit. And she was like, all right, I'll take a chance. You in the music program. Meanwhile, I didn't know that she like had not had a piano student in 10 plus years.
Oof.
I don't know if that's because like she's just like, I don't want to work with you because so she hadn't had a piano player in 10 plus years. And so just began to like be under her tutelage, like teaching me all types of things. Again, got to go to Carnegie Hall because of like everything that she taught me and just everything that like I soaked in. And maybe probably about 8 or 9 years ago, she had started to get sick, had dementia, all of that good stuff or bad stuff. And so I went to visit her like before the dementia had got bad. And I remember her saying, try not to get emotional, but I remember her saying like, I am so happy I bet on you.
Wow.
And so from there, like I was like, okay, because I am like, I don't think I'm good enough. I see like all of these other cats who are better than me. Even coming into the music program, there were cats who were not like getting a degree in piano performance who I felt could play me under a rug. And but I know for a fact that this lady could play all of them under a rug.
Okay.
And for the fact that like I got to visit her before her dementia got bad, and she was like, I am so glad I picked you, knowing that like she didn't have a pianist or a student for 10 plus years, and she betted her buck on me, and now full circle she was like, I am so happy like I betted on you, bruh. Years, because again, when you don't think you're good enough, and when you see everybody else who is good or if not as good as you, and you are trying to be like, bro, why am I doing this? Why am I here? But for her to validate me, to say no, like there's a reason why I picked you. I didn't have a piano student for 10 plus years. I picked you for a reason, and to hear her say that, like, bro, knew like this is what I'm supposed to do. Even if I don't like play at church anymore, even if I don't do all that stuff, like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Whether it's anime related, whether I can share my story like through talking, like this is what I was supposed to be doing. So for her to validate that for me, did the world for me.
Man, you're getting gems out of people, boy.
Man, that's how we do it. Jesus.
For you, Joe, don't, because I'm trying not to cry. Like, because rest, like, bruh, death is not easy for me. So, like, I went to her funeral as well, and just not being able to like talk to her one more time, or to hear her like in her voice one more time, or even just to reflect on that memory, to be like, I chose you. So, like, stand proud in that. Does it for me. So I won't talk too much. I promise you, I will cry.
This may get you to cry, or one of those things where it's like you could think about this a little bit. But if you had the opportunity, the chance to play one last time at the funeral, would you have, and what would you have played?
Yep. I have thought about this quite a few times. One of the things that I remember when because she was such a blunt lady, and so one of the audition pieces that I had prepared was for Elise, and I felt like the and I feel like I had mastered that like to a T, so it was very easy for me to do, and so I played that on the first go round, and I had a gospel piece like for my second song. And so I played the piece, and she was like, is that your classical piece? And I was like, but I a black boy. I don't know about classical music like that. Like, this is what I know to play. Like, I don't know. And she was like, so just play your gospel piece then. And so like, I remember when she accepted me as a student, and the first classical piece that she would deem like, and the classical piece was a piece by Sebastian Bach. It was it's an A minor. I cannot think of the piece. It's not Prelude in A minor because it is a very short theme song. It's like 1 minute and 24 seconds. But anyway, first song she taught me how to play, that was like my first like classical song that I was like, oh shit. Like, bruh, like classical music am I? Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I can play like everybody, because she had shared with me after, was like, bruh, everybody plays for Elise. Even classical pianists that aren't classical, or not pianists that are not classical will play for Elise. Your traditional gospel artists will play for Elise. Your people who just want to play piano in their leisure will play for Elise. She was like, bro, play this. And when she handed me that joint, it took me legit 6 months to like get it and learn it. For literally a minute and about 20-30 minute song took me 6 months, because Sebastian Bach is a very like, if you can do it with your left, you can do it with your right. If you can do it with your right, you can do it with your left. very hard to be very
ambidextrous
in that manner. But when I learned it, and I will never forget, it was an applied lesson to where we like have our hour sessions. And I played the joint, and I played it, and she was like, "Play it again." And I played it one more time, and she was like, "Now that's what I'm talking about." She was like, "Okay, now you can start being." I was like, "Bro," because I am emotional. So like when she said that, tears. So if I could play one joint at her funeral, that is what I would play. 100%.
That's love.
No stop.
You heard it here first. He will play it for her. Go ahead. Let him out. Let him out, P.
We're not going to do that.
Let him out, P.
That boy P, man.
That's you can see the passion behind it.
I'm surprised you lasted that long, P. I'm not even gonna lie.
He holding it back.
I'm not even gonna lie.
You need a quick break? We can take a quick break.
I'm good.
We can recruit for 2 minutes. Take a piss break real quick. I know it's been like 2 minutes. Take a second. Let's take a quick break right here.
Go pour you a glass of wine, P.
That's what it was. Invention 13 in A minor. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I got that correctly. Ooh, bruh, do not ask me questions like that.
Hey, look, we here to get deep down into and make that connection with you, man.
That is my lady. Like, bruh, she like I would not be between those two, Mr. Bollitt, Dr. Harrison. I would not be the piano player that I am now. If it was not for them. So 100%.
That's love, brother. That's love.
Okay, Joe, ask a question to where you go cry. Yeah.
There it is. Only took 2 hours and 13 minutes. We apologize for keeping you guys up so late. So if I have more to go through. If you have time, only if you have time. If you do not, I'm fine with ending it here. We can always come back to it at a different date.
I mean, I'm good personally. So I mean, if we can get P to shut off the waterworks, we'd be good to go.
He's like he's just embodying his inner Deku.
There you go.
Oh man, inner Deku.
Takamichi.
There we go. See? Let it out. Even though Windbreaker is such a way better anime than that will ever be.
So can I use the bathroom real quick?
Yes.
Yeah, go use the bathroom.
Before we get there, Windbreaker is definitely not a better anime.
That's cat. I'm gonna go refill.
All right.
Okay. Better. The fact that you said, "Hey yo, what would you play at a funeral?" Like, first of all, I already had that locked and loaded because, like, I don't know, like, because I've always thought of that, but like, bruh, why you doing this? Like,
oh, because I gotta know. So
versus Naruto, Deku wins.
So look, fun fact that probably not even 16 knows about me. When I first went to college, I went to college to be a music major. So I learned how to play acoustic guitar. I knew how to play piano from our teacher, Miss Ulach, and I knew how to play the drums already. So my very first thing was music, going through with it. And that was my major that I want to go down with. Wasn't my pathway, wasn't my calling, anything like that at all, because obviously I turned it down. I could play a theme song from Jurassic Park. I probably can't play it anymore unless I practice a little bit more, but on the fucking on my acoustic guitar, so that's pretty dope. But I had to, bro. I had to, because I want to see those questions, that get you actually connected with your human side.
I mean, that's a very great question. I've never been asked that question out loud, but I've always thought about like what internally. I would do, because I went to her funeral. And so like I was thinking like at the funeral, like what would I play? Because there were like, you had your choirs and all of that stuff, but like never a student would be like, "Hey yo, would a student play a classical piece at a funeral?" And so like I had always thought like, what would I play? And that would 100% be what I would play.
That's love right there. That's love.
Mention 13 in A minor.
A minor. Sorry, that's a terrible transition. Trust me. That's a terrible transition. Wrong place, 12. Wrong place. So, I do have about a good handful of questions left. I want to ask one more on the real life side of things because Waterworks do come out. And then I want to jump back into the anime side of things because you guys left anime, so I want us as well as the Grand Fleet to actually know what you guys are doing and coming from with actual anime. Make sure you actually know anime too. So some people be bullshitting.
About to be on the hot seat.
So let's go with these last two questions for real life. Think of your game day or performance day rituals. What do you do pre-game or pre-performance to get you inside the mode? Do you listen to music? Do you watch some of your favorite anime moments to get you inside the zone? What is that ritual that you guys have to put you inside the zone pre-performance, pre-game day?
You get to go first, P. I went first last two.
I have not one. One of the ones that I thought like that I would do, which is I remember. So as a music major, we would have these things called juries, and every semester, we would have to play like a piece that we worked on in front of the whole music department. Well, even before that, we had this other class called recital, to where we would have to play a piece that we worked on in front of like not only the music professors, but also the music students. So I remember playing like my first piece in front of like 70, 80 kids. And of course, like these kids are judging you. Like not like they're not saying, oh, it's okay. Like they know if you mess up, nigga, you messed up. You suck. Go back to the playing room. And so like I remember those days, and I remember like as I got older, one of my rituals was to just practice. I remember when like I would get up at 12 o'clock at night because I couldn't sleep, because I knew like in the next couple of days a jury would happen or a recital would happen and I would have to like play. And so I would get up at 12 and 1 o'clock in the morning, and I would live in the piano room from like hours. Like honestly, I spent 3 hours in class. The remainder 7 or 8 hours practice room, because not only did I knew like I was going to be judged, my peers are going to judge me, which I feel like that's the roughest. Like I feel I can take that from my professors, because like, bro, y'all old, like y'all been through this, but like to be judged by your peers who are on the same playing field, who like are gunning for your spot or think that they are better than you and are waiting for you or waiting to tear you apart, bruh. So my ritual was just to practice, because like I could not eat. I'm too nervous to eat. Even when I play at church on Sunday mornings, I cannot eat. I am way too nervous to eat. And I've been playing at my church for 15 plus years.
Right.
Still cannot eat anything to this day. So my ritual is just to practice.
Okay.
That's it.
That's a good one. Practice makes perfect. Practice.
Hey,
You talking about practice here?
Practice?
We talking about
practice. For me, man, I tend to watch anime the night before. I kind of weird, but I'll take a nice hot shower the night before, even if I don't need one. I could have just showered earlier that day, and I have done nothing but sit at home and chill, and then get to the hotel. I take a nice hot shower, and eat whatever meal I have planned, whatever late night snacks. I tend to stay up late still, even if it's like an early game for whatever reason. But I'm usually watching anime or reading the manga or manhwa. And usually depending on what I'm watching tends to get me like amped up and ready to go. And I'll wake up, typically have the same breakfast, which is egg scramble with spinach, onion, and bacon in it. Some fruit, orange juice. It's like my every pregame breakfast. And then like I'm listening to work. It's Sunday 9 times out of 10, so I'm listening to worship music, some cool, calm worship music throughout the day on the bus right there. and then I will do my little stretch, whatever, hot tub session, still listen to worship music, and then I'll go out to the field pregame and do my own little routine. And that's when I switch to like some Christian hip hop or just regular hip hop, depending. Like I kind of like a playlist, like get me pumped up that I'm listening to. I have a routine that I typically do on the field, and then it's game time. So, and then the last thing I do before the game starts, we'll do a team talk or whatever, and then we're heading out to the tunnel. The last thing I do is text my wife, tell her I love you, and then I'll send 3 kiss emojis for her, and then 2 kiss emojis for each kid, and then head out to the field. So
never fails.
That's my pregame ritual.
Joe, do you ever get like nervous to the point to where you feel like you can't do any of that, or are you just like so hyped to was like I just can't wait?
Bro, I'm nervous the entire time. To the first time I hit somebody, I'm nervous the entire time.
Which I know we talked about that, but
I go to the bathroom about 10 times from the time I get to the stadium to the time I go and to play. Like it's
we talking about taking healthy shits.
Bro, like my bladder could be empty.
Nervous.
I gotta go pee. Like, bro,
that nervous tick.
Man, listen. So yeah, I'm nervous the entire time, bro. The entire time.
I actually love hearing this shit. 16, man. This shit is good. We learning, nigga. You got another one that you want to ask real quick? 16?
No. Well, I do have one. How did the two of you meet? How did the whole podcast get started?
Oh my god, bro! Go ahead, P. Say it. Say the nonsense. Say the nonsense.
So we have always split this up. I will say it. I will share my part, and then Joe will go ahead and explain like the real reason. Okay. But was it 18 or 19 now? I keep getting.
I don't know.
Oh, it's fresh.
July of 18 or 19, Joe slid in my DMs. Now listen. Honestly, he did. But here's the thing. So there was a post that I had posted, and it was a versus like Team A versus Team B. Okay. And he was like, if we would swap one of those, then I would go with Team A and or Team B. Okay. But at the time, bro, NFL player, verified, like, who is this nigga that has messaged me? Because at the time they were not giving out verified checks. Like, so
you couldn't buy that shit.
To be verified. And so I'm like, oh, in the hell. And so from there, relationship flourished like crazy. Okay. There was like other things that we were supposed to do. I'm gonna let Joe talk on to that portion. Shout out to our boys, but I'll let Joe go into that. Go ahead, Joe.
That's why I hate this question, because he starts with that nonsense, sliding the freaking DMs, bro. I responded to a story post. My bad. I'm sorry. Let me know.
Right. Ben, no with you, man.
Never gotten here though.
It's on the females. I have a boyfriend. You posted a story. I answered it. Damn.
Joe, we would have never gotten here.
I got you. But no, I mean, sure. If you want to categorize it sliding in DMs, that's what happened.
It happened though.
But then, so that happened. We were talking every now and then P added me to a group chat with 2 other guys, our boys V and Josh, anime lovers, musicians, singer-songwriters. V plays basketball overseas. Josh has played music and performed overseas like crazy. But so we were in a group and they played Smash Bros all the time. So I joined in every now and then, but I was not the greatest Smash Bros player. But there's basically group chat with them. And so then it actually was group chat turned podcast. The 4 of us had planned to start a podcast called Shut Up, It's My Turn. And it's going to be a combination of sports, music, and anime. But you know, we live in the States, me and P, they are all over the place overseas, so they're constantly busy. And even when they're not busy, trying to link up time-wise, it's just not happening. So eventually it got to the point where me and P like, bro, like, we still want to do this. We're able to make it work. We're 2 hours apart, and that's hard enough as it is. And I got 4 kids. So like, I got to put my kids down before we can do anything type thing, you know what I'm saying? But we made it work, and so then we decided to create Life with Anime. Obviously, we ran it by them like, "Hey, look, like we love y'all. Obviously, like we're not trying to do nothing without y'all, but it's pretty much impossible." And they were cool. Like there was no issue.
They were cool, but like backstory.
Yeah,
I was gonna say backstory. I kept texting Joe. I was like, Joe, I don't want to do this. I don't like conflict. And so I thought like, hey, yo, our niggas finna be mad at us because we were.
And I was prepared for it. Yeah,
Joe was like, I'll take one and you take one. And now to think about it, did I take V?
No, I took V. You took Josh.
So it was even easier for me.
You got the easy one.
Music.
Okay. Yeah.
Which B is my boy to this day. B is also a musician. I just did a few tracks for him as far as like music that we're about to put out on his behalf. So like very talented singer. But yeah, bro, at the time I was like, Joe, I don't want to do this, man.
Yeah.
I don't like conflict.
But so then they obviously gave a blessing and sentiment. I no disrespect, but I would have started it without it. It's more just like a courtesy, like, look, like obviously this isn't gonna work out. We're gonna change the name. We're not gonna do like we're gonna use different characters. Like we had anime characters created for the podcast.
Joe was different from
we created new characters, new name, everything like that. So like it was, I loved them, and I wanted them.
Regardless.
I mean, that's kind of like
what was your original characters?
Bro, they were fire.
They're fire. I have to find them and send them to you.
I still have them. I have them.
Yeah, I don't have them at easy access. But so that's kind of how it got started, and it took some time to get the thing off the ground and running because life was happening.
Was it like 2 years?
It was like 2 years, basically, from when we decided we wanted to do it to when it actually doing the first season. It's crazy.
Was it after COVID?
So we started after COVID.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So we just finished our second season. We started what's that? March
2022.
March 22 is when we first started.
Oh, you guys started
23.
Oh yeah, because 24. Yeah.
And yeah, bro, it was like, what do we want to talk about? Like, we decided to focus on anime. Obviously want to bring what we do into it as well, but like, I'm not a big, like, I love music. I listen to music and I play drums, but I'm not the musician. So I can't bring the music aspect to it. He's not an athlete, so he's not going to bring the full sports aspect, like, but we both love anime. That's kind of what started our conversation in the first place. So let's focus on that. What can we do to separate ourselves from every other anime podcast or every other anime thing out there? Okay, well, I don't really see many people talking about like anime's impact on our lives and like the deep moments, the connections to the characters. Like everyone's like, can Gojo beat Goku? Can Saitama beat Goku? Like, bro, I'm tired of that conversation. Shush, don't answer that question. You was about to, because you was about to say some.
I was really not.
Goku.
But there you go.
You shushed me though. That's cool.
You should be used to that by now.
He's seen it coming.
Yeah, but that's how I got started. Eventually, I mean, obviously, the rest is history. Everything else after that is out there. So, the fact that we are here where we're at now is mind blowing to me because,
Yeah, it like and just
crazy.
to piggyback, like it took off fast. Like season 1, very good season. But I remember like we had a meeting and we had like, hey yo, so what's the goals for the second season? And so we like somewhat, besides 2 or 3, were very modest in our goals.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to see like season 2 go how it went
above and beyond what we planned for.
Crazy,
There was 2
not.
goals that we didn't hit.
Just 2. And even
like
then,
12,
right
goals,
now,
so
we're still like, I don't want to say we're close because I pitched like crazy for TikTok. I thought it was going to be a little bit more easier than what I thought. But even then, like, bruh, Ride has been crazy, but really fulfilling, really good. Again, Joe, I
Shut up. I didn't even do that. No. Us. Life with Anime Podcast, not Joe.
100%. So again.
Mute his mic. You mute him. I don't know how.
You want to deafen him? You want to deafen him?
Mute that man, bro.
We won't. But what I will say is like we have different things and different things going on in our lives, and so for me, like my life was a lot more hectic than what I would have imagined within the first, season or even 2 seasons, because my life has been hectic for about a good year and a half now. And so for Joe to like be able to take the helms and say, hey, yo, and for me to just like, again, like to help where I can, because again, who's to say, and even like now my wife is saying like, who's to say like, we don't know who's going to be in the predicaments when they happen. So just when it happens, like you be ready to do what you're supposed to do at that time. Joe was ready to make things happen when like I was going through. Not to say like Joe might go through. Prayerfully he doesn't. But if he does, like hopefully I am there to take the reins to make sure like things go as smoothly as he did for me. So again, Joe, like, bruh, like I'm sorry, but like, nigga, I appreciate it. You sent me the text this morning, or the whatchamacallit this morning that like brought me like, bruh, I appreciate it. That's all I'm saying.
I know you've said it 1,000
vice versa
times over and over again.
Keep going.
It may be vice versa. It may not be vice versa, but just like, bruh, like you got my back, I got your back 100%. That's it. Next question.
This sound just like us, bro.
That's crazy. It's so funny because there's multiple people that like we did that One Piece talk, and like the two men got in there, Larry and said,
that is going to be a good episode when we do that.
But it's like it's hilarious, bro. Like so many people, the dynamic is very like persistent around the community. It's fun.
There is always like a Joe and a Preston, like that. It's just like that's just.
It's what happens. Yeah, we gotta bring everybody together now up on one podcast and have the Joe 12 side, the Preston 16 side, and just all come together with one big ass thing.
Yeah.
We know who will win. Shout out Joe 12. But you know,
we even asked that question.
I like to argue, and I can argue my point very well. I don't know.
Hey, look, I got faith in us. It's good confidence.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What did he say? Is what did they call Grandpa? It was good. Blindliness is next to godliness, some shit like that. In Boondocks 16, you know what I'm talking about.
And I love Boondocks.
Boondocks. He was talking to fucking Grandpa when he had the damn glasses on. Told us it made a Bill Cosby reference or a blind reference in general. Fuck it, I'll find it one day and put it clip beside
him. Is it blindliness? It might be. It might be
blindliness is next to godliness. Okay.
It might be that.
Yeah,
I love Boondocks. First of all, bro,
that's the shit,
bro. What?
So here's a quick question, because the other one we pretty much answered, which would be, you know, which character basically resonates to you, hero or villain. We got that from our first question when we asked you guys, but this is a little bit different. Think of yourselves as coming into your own style now. So. For soundtracks for success, for you, Preston, of course, since you're the musician outside here, do you have any anime soundtrack or openings that have influenced your music or style? And then the sub question to that is, what is one anime that you would love to create a soundtrack for?
Oh my God. Okay.
I'm telling you, man, I stayed up quite a long time making these damn questions, so they got to be good.
So there's a few that have impacted me. If anybody knows Lupin the Third, like that whole soundtrack of like jazz. Same thing with what's my boy Spike Spiegel,
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very much. So first of all, before there are 3 genres that I absolutely love: classical, jazz, R&B. So like when I remember like Lupin the Third, even there's a movie called The Castle of Cagliostro or something like that. to where that soundtrack is ridiculous. So if I can get like jazz fusion, does the world to me. Now, if I could work on one,
You're creating the soundtrack for it.
bruh, I'm not gonna lie to you. And it's newer. It's like really, really, really new. Put me on Don to Don. And here's the thing. And Joe, this is why I sent you like, bruh, I'm gonna need your help on editing that because
You can do that. You have there's nothing special.
I do. I just want to see yours. I just want to see like how you look at it through your eyes.
Okay.
I look at. So I was practicing that. Before I had choir rehearsal, and there is a maybe 45-second piece to where it is nothing but jazz and gospel chords 100%. Within that song, there's a breakdown to that song, and then it like speeds back up. Bruh, nothing but gospel chords. If that's how y'all are going, and even then, just listening to the music within the anime, hey, bruh, put me on that soundtrack. I would, bruh, I don't brag on myself a lot. Put me on that soundtrack. I would kill that soundtrack. Very gospel-esque, very jazz-esque. Even, bruh, there are 2 songs that I'm playing tomorrow that the place that I'm thinking of with Don to Don and their OP, I am playing the same chord progressions for the 2 songs that I am playing for my choir. Like it is that serious. So, which is like a whole nother thing that I want to do, and I'm making sure like I want to put Joe on this. It's like, bro,
please.
I don't think people realize, but like when it comes to anime OSTs or anime openings or anime endings, bro, there are so many chords and chord structures that like ring synonymous to what we're used to, and I want to bring prevalence to that. So, bro, again, the song that like legit the
serious show
song to Don, bro. There were 2 songs that I'm playing tomorrow that has that same chord progression track.
Wow.
I want to bring that to the anime community because 9 times out of 10, you have heard that same chord progression time and time and time again. Again, I will say Colors from Code Geass.
Yes.
Bro, that chord progression is in 10 different anime genres that I guarantee. So that, again, long story short, put me on Don to Don.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Put me on Don to Don.
That's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard as hell.
Can't wait for the video.
Facts.
Joe, that's why I sent it to you because I already got an idea.
Can't wait for the video.
But Joe, you're not getting out of this either. So it's flipped to you now. So we have a sports vibe with it. Do you think that any anime actually captures the real life grind of being a professional athlete? And do you think that it may be something that's missing from a certain element of that grind?
How'd you know Ippo? Like and I think the part that a lot of anime miss, and they try to hit on it, Kuroko and Haikyuu specifically try to hit on it a little bit, but I think Ippo does it a lot more, is life outside of the sport and how that affects the sport and how that affects you as an individual, as a person, human being, and how you're affected out there. Then you bring that into the gym. Like there's that one, I forget what exactly happened. There's a time where Ippo's in the gym punching a punching bag, and he's like zoned out and like he's pissed, he's angry, he's zoned out, and his knuckles are bleeding, and they literally have to pull this man off the punching bag, bro. Wow. Like pull this man off, like, bro, you're gonna do more damage than good by doing this, because of what happened outside of the gym. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the part that and like, again, I think they try to touch on a little bit, but obviously we're here to watch the action and the action in the sport. But I think Ippo does a very good job of constantly going back and forth between like his life. This is Ippo's life, not just him in the gym, not just him boxing, not just him training, but his life is gym, work, take care of mama. Gym, work, take care of mama. Gym, work, take care of mama. Like that's his life. Okay, now there's a chick involved. Gym, life, take care of mama. Try to go hang out with shawty. Like that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like, I think does a really good job of that. Of portraying what it's like to truly be a professional athlete, like to try to grind so much and chase after a dream that you want to do. And then honestly, even talking about, because bro, I love Ebo. He chose to do it, but like he almost gave up. And so talking about that aspect, and obviously some sports do that as well, but like seeing his struggle back and forth with deciding to do this and the responsibilities that he has outside at the shop with his mom. And so like him, like I mom is sick, I gotta drop this and take care of that. Mom comes back, it's like, look, I know you've been doing this, but I got it. You go pursue your dreams. You have to make the decision as to what you're going to truly pursue, because if you're being pulled in all these different directions and can't fully put your all into something, it's not going to go the way you want it to. It's not going to go as good as it should or could go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ipo does a great job. Ipo does an absolutely great job of showing the grind. There's like, if you look for motivational videos, like gym videos, workout videos, life videos, and they have anime clips, there's so many with Ipo on it. So many.
Right.
Like,
no, that's true.
The difference between like him deciding to wake up when his alarm goes off to him smacking the snooze button on the alarm. Like there's so much with Ipo, bro.
That's good to where like this is your thing, but you have other existential things that like want to govern what you're supposed to do when you know you're supposed to be doing that, bruh. That is Joe.
Shut up.
He talking that talk. But let's switch off to my final anime question that I have for you guys. Maybe the final one. Ultimate Team Up. Maybe you may have this question already, this thought in your head already when it comes down to it, but if you could team up with any one anime character in real life to help you inside your career, who would that be and why?
Talk to us. The excuses are not a thing, bro. Like there's no excuses for not doing what you set out to do. There's no excuses for not putting the work that needs to be done. Whether you have to grind on your own, whether you have to find somebody that knows better than you to take you to that level, doing what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, how often it needs to be done, finding the time whenever. Like we see this man working out constantly on the ship. This man, they pull up to a spot and this man is literally sitting there curling a dumbbell while they're talking to somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like this man is.
I am Zero.
Having someone like this, because I pride myself, especially when it comes to my craft. I pride myself on being one of the hardest workers I know. Am I perfect at it? No, absolutely. There are flaws to my grind. Absolutely, 1,000%. I'm not on the Kobe level. I'm not on the MJ level as much as I would love to be. But having someone like this around, like to keep me accountable, bro, what? Absolutely, Zoro, hands down, 100%.
That's what's up. You just can't have him be your passenger driver when you're driving somewhere long distance across the country because you make a loss. Yeah.
I mean, we got GPS now. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got that. I got GPS.
The log post.
I'm directionally challenged. He ain't got it on him. You know what I'm saying? That's not. You know what I'm saying? I'm directionally challenged too, but I got modern day technology to help me out. So, so we get along. We get along.
UP. That one character from anime world that can help you with your craft in real life.
This is about to be the craziest pick for me. Like, it might be the drinking. Asta. And I hate that I am picking this.
That's crazy.
It's very crazy.
Hold on, wait. Don't you hate Black Clover?
That's why
I don't hate Black Clover. I just think Black Clover is dead.
Yeah, I remember that from earlier.
16.
But for me, like I am very down on myself. Like even if I feel like I have the talent, I feel like I don't have the talent. And so you have Asta, who literally doesn't have the talent but has the hard work to make that happen. If he's in my corner, if I got the talent and he's like, nigga, like I wish I got what you got.
Yeah.
Like literally got to get this out the mud. Nigga, do what you do. If I got that behind me, like, bro, pushing me every day to say, hey, yo, you got this. You can do this. Like, I'm getting out the mud and I'm still doing this. So if I can do it, bro, I know you can do it, bro. All day, every day. Like, Joe is my Oscar.
Okay. Okay.
Bro, I'm sorry to give you all these accolades.
Y'all getting sick of it.
I'm
sick of it.
I don't like Joe, like, and again, bro, like, you really are a good friend. Like, bro, I be going through the mud, but like Joe will always just either send something or he will message me something and be like, all right, it's okay. Like, I might be struggling for real. But it's okay. It's another day. Get through this day. Get to the next day. It'll be fine. So I appreciate that. But yeah, Asta, crazy. That. Clip that out because I don't even want to. No, I don't want my name to be here.
It's too late.
I don't want my name to be here.
It's too late, P.
They associated with Black Clover.
It's too late, P.
I don't want it.
It's all right.
You joined the family, man. You joined the family.
Family is crazy. No.
You joined the cult. Sorry, did you join the cult? That's wild. For you to say somebody from a mid-tier anime like that, he had to have made an impact on you, which means it can't be mid.
I will never.
What I will say about Black Clover,
Tanjiro, really?
The characters, I enjoy the side characters. I don't enjoy the tropes. The tropes are very generic, and it makes the story generic.
Okay, I can live with that.
Are you caught up with the manga? Don't say much.
I am not.
He's not.
I am where we just.
We won't say nothing. We won't say nothing. We won't say nothing. No. Yeah.
I won't say, but we just found a big reveal.
Yeah. I figured. When you said the reveal, I knew exactly where he was going. Yeah.
The manga is fire.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. No, that's why I said say nothing. That's why I said say nothing.
Read that thing, bro. Read it.
Yeah.
Because where's the anime at?
There would not
nowhere near.
No, yeah, they stopped right when
Levy came out, right?
When the
vice captain came back and he trained he trained Asta to do the union.
Yeah.
To finally do the union. Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
That's where it ended.
They didn't even go to that part yet. So
dang.
And so the manga.
Like that. Okay. Because I started reading
16. Go ahead. Ooh, yes, sir. Yeah. Okay. Focus on One Piece. That's the whole thing.
Sure. Yeah, I'm at 1108. So
okay. Yeah. So
not too far back.
And then pick up Black Clover.
Yeah, okay. Especially because One Piece is
Dorian Barney just came back. Yeah, that was cool.
Dorian Bryan didn't do that much.
Nah, you ain't see shit yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's just say that.
Up on the manga.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
but we'll get there.
Did you all read real quick? Did y'all all read JJK? Have you all read that?
I still haven't read the last chapter, but I don't really care to anymore because I got spoiled on some stuff. But the reason I even picked up the manga in the first place was to avoid spoilers.
And still got spoiled.
That's why I'm thinking about reading it. Okay.
Same with Joe. I read the ending.
And it was really that bad?
And Gege ought to be ashamed of himself.
Okay. I mean, I've seen online, but I wanted somebody I could,
I feel like he rolled himself so much into a corner to where, like...
That's what I heard. Oh, my goodness. That's crazy. Okay.
You set your expectations like you set them when you go to watch a movie.
I started kind of getting upset with this new season when it kind of just felt like he was killing characters for like no reason at all. So
Shibuya was good.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry.
I enjoyed it, but my favorite character was Nobara, so I was really.
Bless your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Anyway, I can't even talk. Next question. Next question.
Okay.
So let's go to a legacy question we have with you. Back to your real life scenarios and your real life personal endeavors. When people look back at your career, what is that one legacy that you want them to be left behind that reflects you? And is there an anime that reflects the kind of legacy that you're trying to actually build? Drop the think bomb on this shit.
In regards to sports being my field, being a guy that wanted it and left it all out there, wanted it and did his best to do what it took to get what he wanted, even when it seemed like that's not possible, it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And a guy who not only did it for himself but tried to help people along the way, bring people with him.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, like, obviously there's going to be people after me that are still doing this even when I'm done. You know what I'm saying? And so, funny enough, I mean, I could name an anime, but I'm reading a webtoon right now that very much embodies this. It's, long story short, dude was a soldier or whatever, and basically his country got destroyed in the war. The world kind of ended, and he was reincarnated back to his younger self. Obviously, my typical
isekai.
Yeah. But it's like he goes back into it. Yeah. So it's nice because not a different world. He goes back in time, basically. And it is, where is it at? It is called Infinite Leveling Murim, or Miram, however the heck you pronounce that, Murim. And so not only does his goal overall, yeah, Infinite Leveling, Murim, Miram, whatever the heck. It's like the whole, you know, martial arts, build up your chi and get stronger type thing, which is Miram thing, whatever I can't pronounce it. But he goes back in time, and his whole goal is obviously to stop whatever happened from happening again, right? And so he then decides to take his game to the next level, and so he's not talented. Like, he doesn't have the innate abilities to do what all these super geniuses are able to do. But what he does have is the work ethic. He knows how to work hard, and he outworks every single person, not only to make up for the talent, but also to catch up to everybody else's talent and to surpass. Like, he basically takes himself to the level of trying to be one of the strongest and be able to find ways to keep up with everybody and lead everybody. And so, again, someone who left it all out there, leaves it all out there, works his butt off to accomplish the goals that he wants to accomplish, but doesn't do it by himself and helps the people around him and take them to the next level as well.
Thanks.
Probably just to piggyback off that, just because of, like, again, music and like how I had to get it, like, I'm still gonna relate it to Demon Slayer, even with Tanjiro, who I feel like at sometimes didn't know the potential that he had. He had a great nose, but he still, like, was
It's the craziest super ability.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, who went to go get firewood, like, he really didn't know, like, his latent abilities. Sooner or later, like, he figures out that, like, bruh, even then, even with the him cutting the boulder, took him like 6 months to a year to do. Like, it took him like an incredibly amount of time. And I say that to say, for me, like, you may have the talent. It might be like hidden in you. You might not necessarily know that it's there. And then sooner or later, like, you find out that it actually is there. You might have to go through a couple of things, cut your boulders to, like, hey, yo, like, I actually have this in me. So for me, it's definitely going to be Demon Slayer, because, again, for me, didn't think that I had the ability to do what I could do until I found out that, hey, yo, when you're stuck in a predicament or you're stuck in a circumstance to where you have no other option than to show out, then hey, bro, you're going to show out. Either you're gonna die in the circumstance, or you're gonna show out and rise above. And I feel like that's what Tanjiro has done time and time again. You could die in the circumstance, or you could show out, and that is me 100%. Like, you gotta show out. Like, you can't die there. You got more to push for. You got more to give people. Like, bro, show out. Like, you got this. And so that's me 100%.
Oh man, I love that. I guess shout out Demon Slayer again. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm pushing the agenda.
You ain't gonna find no Demon Slayer Funko Pops in this room. I'm gonna just put it that way.
Yeah, but the story,
villains.
the morals still there.
Yeah. We have 3 final questions left. This one is for both of you to kind of put yourselves in the other person's shoes for the most part. Crossover skills. Do you think, or do you see any crossover between your professions? Does discipline or teamwork in football compare to what's needed in music, and vice versa?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't play to the level of P, and I don't play piano. I have played music, but I do think that with any skill that you are trying to build and develop and grow and become great at, doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a physical one or a mental one or the ability to play musical one, whatever it is, like the discipline to, like P said, P his whole thing, his routine was to practice, right? Like, that's what's going to get you to where you need to get to. Being in environments to where you have to perform, like P's game, like those are game days for P. Like, I have my practice, I have my game day. P has his practices and he has his recitals where the students are grading him and all that stuff, right? Like, he has his moments to where you have to put whatever work you put into this craft to the test. And so I think, with any skill, with P always loves to bring up the editing. So I bring editing into this. And it's because it's a skill that I am learning to love and enjoy truly. And I want to grow at this. But like, I get to practice and work at kind of test at the same time, right? Like every reel that I make, every episode that I edit, is a practice and a test at the same time. What new things can I learn and work on and hone and get better at with each new reel? And then also the world gets to tell me how the hell I did. And sometimes Instagram be cheating me, but it is what it is. But like for the most,
same with
videos I be editing, I'm like, damn it, Instagram.
Same with TikTok. It's cool,
man. Yeah, but like you know, with any skill that you want to get better at, I brought the kids into it before earlier. Like, being a dad is work. Like, being a good father takes practice. Like, every moment that I have with my child, when my daughter decides to do something she know damn well she ain't got no business doing 50,000 times a day, is a moment for me to practice my self-control and my restraint and me on how I want to then parent her. And so I didn't mean to take it all, but I feel like any skill that you have, any craft that you want to build, discipline and hard work, and desire and grind, it applies to anything and everything, bro. Yep. We put football or sports in general on a different level because it's a physical grind. Yep. But sitting behind this computer and figuring out what the hell I'm about to do with this video is a mental grind on its own. But that should be worse sometimes than I'd rather go to the gym and die in the gym than sit back here and edit a video for 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? So,
I think that is like for me, the icing on the cake. Like, you put it like perfectly. I think Joe, like, again, I can't.
But it's not time to compliment Joe. Answer the question.
I'm not. It's totally different. It's totally different.
All right. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love you, P. I apologize.
I can't do what Joe can do. As far as like when it comes to Joe, as far as like when it comes to like him being on the field, him being like putting his work ethic to being able to like be in the gym. I don't think Joe can do what I can do as far as like being a musician and like dedicating 2-3 hours to just practicing period on piano. Hey, yo, wifey, like, chill, practicing right now. I know you need, like, I think there's different levels to the grind, to what Joe was saying. There's different levels. Like, I can't do what Joe can do. Joe can't do what I can do. Editors can't do what I can do. Editors can't do what Joe can do. There is a grind to each level to what we do. And I think that is like what I love the most about like just the grind in general.
Yeah.
My grind is so much different than Joe's grind. Joe's grind is so much different than like somebody who edits videos 24 hours a day. Like we can get the grind, we understand each other, but we can't do what each other can do for the time being. And so I think that is like what I love now. Joe is going to be able to edit 100%. I believe that 100%. But for the time being, like the grind is the grind, regardless of if you're a football player, if you're a musician, if you're an editor, if you're a manager, and whoever. Like the grind is the grind. But like, bruh, you stay for the grind.
Mm-hmm. I fuck with that. And he did a good job. Not too much for complimenting, praising. He did a good job.
Yeah, he did. He did better than I thought. He said my name, and I thought I knew where he was going. He went left.
Because like me, I don't like to give myself credit at all. Joe also does not like to give himself credit.
You said you had 3 more questions. That was one. So let's get.
You gonna get credit?
See what I'm saying?
Let's think about your fan connections. I know you've had plenty of connections with fans probably throughout your entire time that you guys have been doing things for, and plenty of connections probably have also happened. For the purpose of your marriages, we won't say that. Comes
Chill out.
Don't worry, we edit that part out. Trust me. So when it comes down to it, for real though, your fan connection, do you either have a story where a fan support or interaction really stuck with you, similar to how anime characters inspire fans? Has a moment from a fan stuck with you and either inspired you or supported you in any type of way?
P got a look on his face, so go ahead, P.
He pulled that he pulled that a sign?
What was that? What you got on your lap?
No, I was about to say, like, because that happened, like, shout out to my boy Douglas. Like,
oh shit.
Me, like, I haven't opened it yet. I just like got to the point to where I can open it. But like, I asked, like, there was a hat that I was like, hey yo, what is the hat? And can I get the hat? And I was like, I will pay for the hat. And he was like, hey yo, I'ma send it to you.
Jeez.
Hey, yo, so I say that to say like it's different, man. Like I enjoy so many people like who
talk about Dream. You was telling me about Dream. Everybody was going crazy.
So first of all, again, before I get to Dream, like shout out to everybody who support us, who like. It's different. I'm not used to this. Like, Joe might be used to this because he's an NFL player. So, you might be used to this.
Y'all boys act like I'm Tom Brady.
Joe, I don't think you understand. When you are a normal person who meets an NFL player,
Negro.
You and Tom Brady are synonymous to me.
I might as well be a normal person in this league.
For you, I got you, Joe. For you,
anyway,
you are a normal person on the.
Back to your story.
Go ahead, finish up, Pete.
No, I'm not going to give this up. When you are a normal person on the other side. Mm-hmm. You and Tom Brady, all of y'all are synonymous.
Mm-hmm. I put my pants on the same way as you do, one leg at a time, brother.
Yep, I jump into mine. It's different.
Nope, Joe, that don't work.
Anyway,
but keep going.
Back to
Anyway, no, DreamCon, like, bro, again, just different vibe, different arena. But the fact that, like, first of all, I don't even like sharing this story, but like the fact that like you get people coming up to you hey, yo, you that guy that don't like Hunter Hunter. Who, me? And then not only that, but like when you get that and you be like, hey, yo, where is Joe to like keep you like, because I know you can go crazy. Where is Joe to keep you kind of tamed? Because if Joe ain't here, I know you finna run them up.
Which happened.
So, bro, when I tell you it is such a different vibe, and I honestly, I could have never imagined like this. Like I get, and even with Joe, like I had a Instagram following. Like I used to do like piano playing content. That's what got me to where I was, to where I am now.
To it.
Shut up, Joe. But to get to this point, to where even like, and maybe I shared this with Joe, I can't remember, but like
More
I traveled
that I don't know about.
I traveled from Charlotte to Henderson. That's a 3-hour drive. And I always have like a exit point to where I go get gas. Exit 152. And so I go into the store to get gas, but also like I want snacks. And so like I'm wearing the hat. And so this guy is like, hey, yo, like, where you get that hat? And I was like, hey, yo, so my boy made the hat. Like, I was like, I'm just wearing the hat. My boy made the hat. He was like, hey, yo, do y'all got a podcast? And I was like, like, yeah, it's like Life with Anime Podcast. And again, he's like, you the guy that don't like Hunter Hunter. And I was like, man. Yeah. But I say that to say, like, to build something to where, like, people that you would not realize that know the genre or know, like, who you are, know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. Again, Joe.
You more famous than me on a pod. Shoot.
I know. It's the hot takes. It's the hot takes.
No, it's not, because again, when it's mentioned, it's like, where's Joe? It's Joe handling the babies. Joe just had a baby. Hey, yo, tell Joe to come to the next con. Joe got babies. I don't care. Tell Joe to get his ass to the next con. Like, because I know, hey, yo, and again, it happened at Dream. Yo, Preston, you be talking out your ass. Even with Shizzle Mac, yo, Preston, you be talking out your ass. Where's Joe? Because I know he gonna be like the balance. Like, I know you be tripping. Where Joe? Joe, it's not just me. So I say all that to say, like, bro, it's different. It's Joe. I don't want to put you on the but like,
my turn.
Real quick, Joe. Real quick. Like, honestly, I don't think we could have done this without each other. Like, I think
that I'm okay with.
That's a good one.
Great. That was a good one.
We ended there.
We bring different things to the podcast to make it like spark, to make it happen.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Joe is brilliant at what he does. I am good at what I do, and I think that honestly, like, makes the podcast. And again, Joe sent me something today, bruh. Gratitude cannot mean more than what it means to me right now to be on this journey with you. Go, Joe.
Also, before Joe goes, Preston, you are brilliant at what you do. Stop underplaying yourself. It comes down to it. You are still top scale with everything you fucking do. No matter what Joe has inside there, no matter what 16 has, no matter what 12 has, no matter what fucking anybody on this side of the planet has, you're still Timothy inside your craft. You got to stand on that shit.
I'm glad someone else said it besides me, because I'm tired.
You got to stand on that shit. Fuck becoming confident, become cocky. It's a difference. Becoming cocky, you will really learn to say, you know what? I am that nigga.
I'm that nigga. Shit.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I'm trying to.
We're gonna build it up. Trust me.
It's rough.
It's part of my actual job in real life. So if you need me, I got you, brother.
I appreciate it, Joe.
Man, I haven't had. It's crazy because I haven't really had, as far as the podcast goes, a ton of fan experiences outside like people DMing or whatever, right? So for me, really, what like stands out for me and like moments for me is like when fellow creators are like, "Hey yo, like how did you do this? Like what do you do? Like what do you use? Like, hey yo, this was dope. How did you get there? Stuff like that." And for me, that like the recognition from my peers is more is like I don't want to say it's more important. It's a different level of importance though. Because like there are people that are doing the same thing that I'm doing in the same grind that I'm going through. And like, hey yo, what are you doing that got you able to do that? Or how'd you do that? You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I got to where, or I guess how we got to where we are is like we're taking bits and pieces from other people and learning from them. Like, okay, how can I do what they just did, but make it ours,
my own.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I take bits and pieces here and there? Because obviously, if other people like it and I like it, okay, why can't I do that?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, it's when like getting kudos from other creators, when I find out other creators like know about the podcast. That's for me, that's what's really dope. Because like, especially with creators like I've looked up to before we started this, like been following y'all for the past 5 years or whatever it is, and now all of a sudden you know what I'm saying, about the podcast. Like, oh, that's dope. Like I didn't think I was about to be like, hey, yo, how you doing? My name is like, bro, I know who you are. Like, you guys Life with Anime, yada yada yada. Pete, do this, you do that, that's whatever. Like, that's dope. Like for me, that's what really hits, and it's like, all right, cool. Like the fans, I don't even want to say fans, the community that supports us, our supporters, mean the absolute world to me because that's what keeps the thing going. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously, like me and P, our love for anime is the reason we started it, and it's the reason we're gonna continue to do it. But like this community support like makes it 10 times better.
Fact.
The fellow creators is like, I'm doing it right. Like I'm doing the right thing. I'm in the right space. I'm heading in the right direction. And I know we've kind of blown up a little bit, and this is probably more of a me thing, and P's probably going to be like, Joe, shut up, you're stupid and you're wrong, and it's going really well. The standard of what I have for where the podcast is going is nowhere near where I want it. Like not even fucking close. Like not at all. Like we haven't hit 10K yet on IG. We're coming up on it. I'm like, we should be way past that. We're not even we're at like 8K or something like that on YouTube. I'm like, bro, we should have been at 15 2 months ago type thing. Like that's, I'm like, everyone P and our community love to gas Joe's editing skills. Motherfuckers, I have people all over here doing all this kind of crazy nonsense. I'm like, that's where we need to get to.
Mm-hmm.
We had freaking, if it's a scale of 0 to 100, we at 5. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I'm at on how it goes. And so yeah, we've blown up, and yeah, things are going well. I don't want to deny that. I'm not trying to take nothing away from us or put it down. But it's like I think it's just who I am and how I do things. Like that's where I'm striving. Like if this is the whole angle, I only got to here. I'm still
gotta go all the way up.
I gotta go all the way up.
Joe. So shout out to my you know my cousin Sean, who's always here. I like so we were talking and like had to bring some perspectives to me. For me, like coming from a very small town, and even like when you say we got an LLC, I was almost like recluse, like, okay, like that's great. But what I've learned is that like in my small town, like mind, like I'm not used to like being like not necessarily pushed, but like here in my hometown, doing the bare minimum is great. So doing above the bare minimum is like will get you to like, bro, you good. But like meeting somebody like Joe to where like the bare minimum for him and the bare minimum for me, totally different playing fields. So like when Joe is like, bro, I got dreams for 20, 30 years down, my dreams is like, maybe 5, 10 years down. Okay. He's thinking 30 years down, and I'm thinking 10 years down. Like and so like because I used to get frustrated. It's like, why can't I like understand like where he's coming from? But my cousin was like, you gotta understand like where he comes from and where you come from, two different things. Okay. You're not used to like this. You're used to like the bare minimum being okay. And Joe, who like honestly, which I get that I had to get it out the mud, but my mud and Joe's mud to get to the NFL, different things.
Same mud though. Like, same mud.
Like sit in that and be okay with like, hey yo, you gotta do more. Like I get that like your bare minimum is different, but Joe's bare minimum ain't comparing to yours. And you gotta sit in that and like, hey bro, you gotta do you gotta dig. You gotta dig deep. So like that's one thing that I again appreciate from Joe is because like, bro, it grows you up. Like I am good at what I do. And again, not to, you know, like take everything, but like I'm good at what I do. Like I'm really good, even with managing. I'm really good at managing. I'm really good at playing piano. I'm really good at a lot of things. But like my good and somebody else's good who has seen it and who has fought through it, two different goods. My good and Joe's good, two different goods.
Yeah, I think it's more of a we've set a goal and desire to do something.
Yeah.
And I think, and in a sense, yeah, based on how you kind of come up, like where like a goal like hitting 10K is like great, and it is. But like I guess kind of you said, like, yeah, I'm looking to the 100K because we talked about the 100K. So I'm like, yeah, 10 is a stepping stone. It's not even a goal per se. It's a stepping stone. Like we have to hit this to get to 100K. But I'm not even focused on 10K. I'm focused on 100. So how do I like?
I think that's like the great thing about me and you is that like one, we keep each other grounded, but also like we keep each other like, hey yo, like there is more to be done, but also like be good for like I get it, but like
that is definitely
where you are.
Like be good for where we are now. There's more that needs to be accomplished, but for right now, like for 2 years that we've been in existence, hey yo, this has been good shit.
Facts.
But there's more to be accomplished, and so I think
exactly.
Talk that talk shit. 16, you know all about the same fucking grind shit, bro. I'm trying to get trying to get us there. So the mud is still the same mud, no matter how you look at it. I would say from our perspective, it's definitely from your perspective, but it's still the same fucking mud. We're still shoes dirty as fuck. We're trying to figure this shit out and get up to the point where they're clean now. It's an analogy, 16, in a way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
So, you gave me that look like, nigga, what? Fuck this dirty ass flow. The flow gonna be dirty because we in the mud still. But for us to get our fucking head over that damn mud, it's a grind, nigga. It's a grind. So again, I commend you fellas for putting on for the community and staying on top of your game. And not just stay on top of it, but elevating it to each fucking level that there is to come from behind it.
Boy, Joe, I'm telling you, like Joe, I'm not finna give you no more accolades.
Thank you.
You got
it. Thank you.
We'll do this. Instead of your accolades, Preston, we'll give one final toast to everybody inside here, all the fine young men and families we have around here. One final toast as we about to sign off. Damn. Wrong pipe. God damn. Oh, fuck. So
hell no.
That should be hurting too.
Yeah. Damn.
You gotta burp that shit out.
No, you gotta hold it in, hold your breath. That is.
That's what I learned.
Hold that breath till the burp come out.
Yep.
I'm good. Sorry, niggas almost see me die just now. But we're coming to a close right now. We're coming to a close right now. As we close things out, this may have been probably my favorite episode that we've done. We've had like Shonen on. We've had like AK when she was AK, but now Honey on. We've had people from our internal program with PZGD on, but for you two to come on, that does similar roles to us inside of a way, building your communities up and everything like that has been a fucking blast. And I want to say one more time, thank you both for this opportunity to interview you guys. I have more questions, but I'm not going to ask them all because we've been doing this shit for almost 3.5 hours now. So, you know, we're a little bit longer than the fucking Harry Potter movie. So to close things out, 16, any closing remarks from you as we sign off on this amazing pod?
Crying. Listen, I might tear up in this final closing bit. For me, the journey that me and 12 have been on, it's really been something special. From us, you know, playing football in high school and our relationship growing with our group of guys. Like you all have a group of guys, we have a group of guys that we all go to conventions with and all that kind of stuff. But for a minute, it had just been me going by myself, and I had been trying to get the guys to come with me, to come experience all of this kind of stuff and whatnot. We started the podcast, and then I was finally able to get 12. We went to New York.
2022, August.
Yeah. Listen, man. We were down there. It was the One Piece meetup for what was it? I think it was Film Red was coming out at the time. We were down there. We met Rob. That was the first time we ever met him. We were in the Times Square. We met Rob. Yeah. We met Goofy. And ever since then, we've just gone to different conventions. We've met different people, made different connections, and to see it from where we started back then to where we are now, to actually interacting with other big faces, big names in the community. Like it means so much. So thank you all so much for taking the time out. I know we've kept you all for a while, but it truly means a lot. We really appreciate you all for taking your time out of your schedule and being on here with us. And we hope to do more, you know, collaborations and whatnot in the future with you all.
Damn, who died behind you, bro?
I'm about to say, bro, who they come?
Hey, I saw the smirk on 12 and Joe, and I was like, all right, y'all chill out.
My smirk was twofold, though. One was for the
and the other one.
The other one was just funny because, like, literally how you just ended it is how we've ended it so many times, like interviewing guests, because it's just like, the greatest part of doing all this is meeting all the people that love what we do, and then also the creators that we've been watching and following for years, and now like we're mutual. Like I hold a conversation. Like I text Rob on a regular basis, and I can give Rob a hard time about stuff. When this is dude, I was like, damn, like show that
I'm trying to get like him.
Facts,
you know
facts.
Like
he got plaques in the wall and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
exactly.
There was
we ain't got a plaque yet.
You guys, like I had like messaged to like Grief Sucks, and like you guys had reached out to me like, hey yo, here if you need me, I'm here. But Rob also texted me and was like, hey yo, bro, sorry you going through. If you need me, I got you. Yeah. And so just to like full circle to be like, hey yo, we were newbies at this, and now we're chatting with all of you guys to like, it's
crazy. It is crazy.
Yeah. So
even to go to get barbecue and we chatting it on One Piece for like hours. It's different.
Yeah, Joe, you're not missing the next one. Trust me, nigga. That's out the question. You gotta be there. Yeah.
Listen, bring it to Momo. I got you.
I don't care if you gotta bring the family and come dressed as Kozuki, Odin, and what's it, and Momo, and if you gotta reenact this scene right here, I'm fine with that.
Funny, bro. One of these days, I'm gonna get the kid, because the kiddos love anime. So one of these days, I honestly, like, I really kind of want to do Amaze Hughes and his daughter cosplay.
Bro, let me
Would be
tell you
so
how
fire, bro.
viral. And I've already told you
Yeah, I know.
that
I
is
know.
going to go viral.
I need a father with 3 girls and a son. That's what I need. but
yeah,
no,
man,
it's just cool. It was cool hearing you say that because I've literally not word for word, but damn near word for word given that at the end of an episode or talking to somebody. So it's just really, really cool.
It's a dope ass feel.
And like I told, there's people at my church that are like, "Hey, yo, I've seen your podcast. Like, what is the goal?" And I was like, "Do you really want to know the goal?" And I was like, "Yes, the goal is to do this
All the time.
all the time.
This is it. This is what we do.
This is it."
Yeah.
And they was like, "Do you think you can do it?" Fuck
People
yes.
do it. Yeah.
That's
so
3.
Why can't I?
Yeah, hell yes.
Yeah. Other people do it. Why can't I?
Exactly. So
Look, I've had
And
students.
this is without Joe though.
I have students that come up to me inside the community and say, "Hey, I see you in a Akatsuki fucking costume. What do you do?" And then they look on the back of the fucking hoodie, and it's like our fucking podcast logo back there, and it's like that actually brings a lot of fucking joy to my damn face. Like, I don't know you from Spit, but you've seen this video. I fuck with that hard.
Yeah,
I fuck with that hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
But sign us off, 16. After we get closing words, remarks from sorry about that, 16. I jumped the gun.
Oh, good.
Closing remarks from, of course, Life Anime. So, Preston, Joe, any closing remarks from you guys?
Man, fellas, appreciate y'all. I'm sorry this took so long to make this happen. I know we've been like, man, it's been a minute. I remember the first time y'all reached out, I was like, I took forever to respond first. So
hey, first off, I reached out to this nigga a long time ago. I was like, "Hey, what up, man?" This is before I knew he ran the fucking Instagram page. He told us down at DreamCon, "Oh, Preston runs that, so I don't really see it too much. I mean, Joe runs it, so I don't see it too much." I said, "Wait, what?" I said, "Oh, so this nigga too good for us, huh?" I'm hitting him up again, then.
Nah, never that, man. Never that. I do, bro. It's been crazy lately because I'm a person that hates being left on red and hates person like waiting. Like I have something I'm trying to do and hate waiting for someone else to do their part so I can do what I want to do. Like it's a pet peeve of mine, like my biggest thing. But like I've gotten to be that person lately to where I'm making people wait on me and I hate it. So it's just funny.
That's good.
I apologize, but yeah,
and I was about to say to Joe's defense, like. Because we do trust each other to like run each other's ish. So like, but Joe has like so much more like TikTok, you hit me up, I'ma see it. But like Joe, we gave Joe Instagram. Joe has so much shit that he's going through as opposed to like trying to run Instagram. Like, bruh, the fact that he can get through
nigga.
That's all.
Okay. I got you.
My man's has a lot of stuff that he has. And the fact that like he can continue to like run the Instagram, which is right now our second best social media.
Our first at this point right now.
That's what's up.
It grew past.
Honestly, that means TikTok is the second, which is crazy.
Oh wow.
Shout out family man Joe.
Yeah, Joe,
holding it down over there.
I don't want to take.
My point was, it took me forever. I apologize, but I'm glad we finally got made this happen. That was on me. That was on me. So,
hey, yo, Joe is that guy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You are too.
Any closing remarks from you, P?
No, like, bruh, this has been a long time in the making. This has been such a blast, bro. This has been a good. We've had like serious moments. We've had hilarious moments. The fact that again, DreamCon, we got to meet up, eat barbecue. Didn't even know we was going to be in the line together.
Send autographs. Oh no. Rob told me. Yeah. I text Rob on a regular also. Yeah, I text a nigga. Well, so he told us come down.
Rob is our boss.
Yeah, that's boss man.
That's who runs our stuff.
That's boss man. Everything goes through boss man.
But the fact that like we were able to like grab barbecue, like have a good time, like in the joint talking, and then come out, bruh, and we talked One Piece and anime for like a good
minute.
hour.
Yeah,
for sure,
bruh. great time. Like, you guys are great. Like, bruh, I can't
He's
express
excited.
how happy I am. This is good
Man.
stuff, man. Like, I enjoyed this so
Amazing
much,
show.
man. But again, between like me crying and me having a good time and Joe having a good time and us, it's been a good time, man. I enjoyed it 100%.
That's what we aim to do. Man, you guys are my favorite host, my favorite co-guest.
Yes.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Welcome to the family.
This is our technically second podcast we've been on. Is it second?
Technically second.
Just one piece.
Go.
Yeah.
No, we had an absolute great time. Great
Man,
time.
that's how we do it.
Oh,
16, take us home.
All right. Everybody who is watching, we thank you all so much for making it to this point, whether you watched it or whether you just let it play. Either or, it helps out the channel.
Jeez.
If you did go on to enjoy it, make sure you subscribe to the 1216 podcast. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that like button. And if you want to see more from the 1216 podcast, whether it's 12 or 16 or both of us together, make sure you hit that notification bell, select all, and we will see y'all in the next one.
ooh.
Peace.
Peace.